not in one occasion, two, three, and speak. Not in one occasion, two, three, four occasions. And today, He says succumb in compliance with this directive of court that should be declared an applicant. It should be released. So, and 12 has been released. So, we are still following up to ensure that the remaining ones who are still in custody are released. So, that I can assure you of that because they've been instead of all the frivolous charges against them, not against them by the state. So, and I do not think they have any reason to stay kept them here. They'll be out soon. Thank you and thank God for the grace for them to see this day. At least they are free persons today. Yes. They are free. I thank God for their freedom. You can see they are smiling. Thank you. Thank you.
Please, madam, what do you have to say about it?
I want to say a very big congratulations to them. It is not easy to be in correctional center for over 5 years. It is not easy. And thank God that today, finally, the state was able to say that 12 of them should go home. And we are very much grateful. And we will not stop until we see that each and every one of them are released.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please, can one of your people tell us why?
We thank God today by releasing us.
You mustn't speak English.
So,
I can let you put by Ejofo, either releasing Ebony State for 4 years. I know that this prison. So I let you put that down. Because you come here, I want to come here and think for our photo.
When we keep mechanic for us,
I'm going to be able to now.
Anyone from now, I got no better. Some Wendy, yeah. So she got goes on, yeah. Thank you.
And none of the southeast and other zones are captured in this particular place. And this is a national budget. We have to look at it critically. Mr. Speaker, I want to bring the attention of the House in this item 281, Light Rail, Kanu, Ogun, Lagos. Mr. Speaker, I'm from a zone, and none of the southeast and other zones are captured in this particular place. And this is a national budget. We have to look at it critically. It's not for a particular state, Mr. Speaker. The southeast need to be included. That is my point of order, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Your observation. I am sure in the course of the year that might be...
Mr. Speaker, no other time. It is now. Let us do it now. Mr. Speaker, observation.
They are already ongoing now.
Yours is noted, Honorable, and we'll bring it to the attention of Mr. President.
Order.
In the near future, we'll ensure that that balancing is done, okay? Please, let's make progress.
Order, please.
Border communities infrastructure carried. Military barracks accommodation carried.
The event has already overtaken it.
Total capital supplementation carried. Total capital
observation, Mr. Speaker. South for the rail. South. Decorum, please. My highly esteemed colleagues, decorum, please. Let's maintain some kind of decorum, please.
Order, please. When I'm talking, you are not supposed to also be talking. You can only raise your voice and expect to be recognized. But it's not good when we are talking, you are also talking. It's very dishonorable to us. Please. I have made my own statement or remark concerning that particular observation. And what I said is that we would bring this to the attention of Mr. President. Likely there may be another supplementary within the year. If that kind of opportunity unfolds, we will make sure that this request is channeled. Okay?
Another observation, sir.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra. Now we are here live and direct. Tabo Mkporo Bochiri Nawa Noble April 2025. Tabo Bochenkwo being Thursday. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends onto this hallowed platform. This is where we preach the gospel of emancipation both mental and physical emancipation. Because when you emancipate only physically, I am telling you, that emancipation becomes unsustainable. Unsustainable. But once you emancipate mentally, that is ideologically, you know that there is nothing that can pull you down. That is, there you will continue because you have the mental strength derived from the ideology that is binding you together as a people. The enemy can do nothing to break you or to break us. But once you think that it is only physical, you might be coercion. It might look like you are coerced into it. That is why Obasanjo, that evil man, he know this. That's why he said in one occasion, Obasanjo, former president of Nigeria, 2 times president as a military and a so-called civilian president. He said that nobody can defeat a volunteer army. People don't really understand what it means. When you see people that are not fighting for money or because of money, people that are not fighting because of financial inducement, they fight to the finish. That is why IPOB remains indomitable, undefeatable. Nigeria has tried. They spent a lot of money. They spent billions of dollars in every way to make sure that IPOB is destroyed. They renditioned our leader, thinking that our leader is the center of gravity, and vowed to destroy IPOB through different ways. They tried to impose a leader on us the way they normally do. As you see that they are imposing a chairman. Nigerian government is imposing their own person, a leader in their labor, is it Labour Party? Yes. That is how is normally the system. The same way the United Nations, the West, we gave South Sudan independence, but without their beloved leader, John Garang, who was the pioneer of the South Sudanese second fight for freedom that led to freedom. Sometimes, why am I pointing at these? The function of Radio Biafra is to make you think very deeply, to make you shed anything concerning sentiment, so that you will be seeing reality. You'll be watching reality will be watching you. Now you'll be ready to face the reality. You'll be forearmed in order to withstand every way, every facet of the enemy plan or the enemy onslaught. You'll be ready. We are not here to tell you what you want to hear. Oh, give you hope, because this is something that many of our people want. They always like somebody or where they will have some pep talk about her TT. That everything will be okay. Things will be okay. Don't worry, Anyhow, Ogun that keeps them, because many of our people are not ideologically consistent and strong. I continue saying this. During the Vietnamese War, I think from 1963, it lasted from 1963, and the end was in 1975, the end of the war, which saw the whole Vietnam became a communist country. America ran away from Vietnam because of the indomitability of the Viet Cong. The southern Vietnam, I think the capital city is Saigon. The northern Vietnam was Hanoi. That is the communist Vietnam. Now they set up a revolutionary army in the south, which Americans call the Viet Cong, that was fighting in the southern Vietnam against the capitalist South. So it was divided, a country divided into two, just like Korea and Germany, East and West Germany. Have you forgotten? Do you know what made the Americans run? Let me tell you. It was during that war that America first developed or used different chemical weapons. There is one they used first of all. It was called the defoliant. That defoliant was used by Americans in order to poison the land. The forests of Vietnam, the heavy jungle, the Vietnamese heavy jungle, where all these people, the Viet Congs, were operating, because they operate like lightning. You don't see them. I challenge our people to please broaden your view, broaden your research on people that fought for freedom. For you to understand the enormity of what it means to be free. Stop only eating, chewing and hamburger. And after you call Mazi Jonathan, Mazi Jonathan, I'm enjoying the program. Broaden your view. Make more researches to find out how these people, how they earn their respect. It will help us. It will help you to understand what we are in. It's not a joke. I am telling you. It's not a joke. The Vietnamese, they made up their mind. They say, look, their ideology was, look, or their mentality, let me put it like that. They said we are willing to give away more than 80% of our population. All. America started using defoliant. They will spray these chemicals on inside the jungle. The whole trees, leaves start to withering. The land will be poisoned. Because these Viet Congs, they live under the ground like rabbits. But civilian, all. They created communities underground. When you hear underground, it's not 2 feet or 2 meters, no. 10 meters, 20 meters underground. They have markets underground so that anything America is bombing, they don't care. All of them suffered it. Just for dignity's sake. Do you know what it means? After using, America used that chemical so that all the trees and plants in all the forest affected areas will die off. It didn't make them surrender. They said, no, as we are dying. America will carpet, what is carpet bombing? After they introduced napalm bomb, Napalm, that is a bomb that is garnished with fuel. Where they throw it here, everywhere, the whole vicinity will catch fire. Napalm bomb. I think it is now banned. They use Agent Orange, nerve gas. What? I'll quote when the Bible said there is no peace for the wicked. Our people don't understand. Who do you call the wicked? If they tell you what all these Europeans committed in this war, you will loot anything they bring. Their religion. You will loot. That is on. I am telling you. But unfortunately, they brainwash us to be calling them saints, and we know them as saints. Sometimes I'm gonna say, why, how on earth do I even enter into this? Because my appetite for research is insatiable. The more I continue, the more I become sad and sad and sad. What happened in this, the injustice that happened to people, committed by people we applaud today. Committed, and I come to realize that the world is like that. Human beings commit atrocities. After all, we suffer the genocide. I put it on my timeline, a short part of documentary where during the Biafran war they starved the children, orphans, people, children start falling. If they just start falling like flies. Caritas report says 10,000 Biafran children dies every day. I say every day. Sometimes I see it that what happened to us surpassed the Jewish Holocaust. I might be wrong, but because it is underreported, I'm telling you. Do you know what it means for children? Only that one is statistics of only children, no, not men killed by starvation. Do you know what it means? One day, 10,000 children die of starvation. They are not talking of old men and women or matured men and women. They are not talking of people that were killed by bomb. These are only children. Do you know what it means? For years, 10,000 every. And once it is official, you know that they give you the barest minimum. You know what happened? Something big happens to us. It happened to us. But the people that committed this are still on top, looting money and making us to be apologetic, to be begging always that, okay, that is the world for you. There is no peace for the weak. Remove wicked. No, please. Oh, this is a lie. The whole peace is in the hand of the wicked. All the peace in this world is in the hand of the wicked, in the hands of the wicked. But the weak, there is no peace for you as weak people. Look at what is happening. The Fulani headsmen, the Fulani terrorists, they are on the rampage. In Enugu every day. Do you see the governor talking? No, he's weak. And because he don't know what to talk. After he will come and tell you that I'm walking on the ground, everything, I'm walking on the ground. No peace for the weak. William Obiano said he tried in order to negotiate or make Nigeria government be paying the 13% derivative advantage to Anambra as oil producing states. Instead of him making noise as a governor, coming and speaking it out and shouting that look at what is happening. He said he was fighting it on the ground and nothing happened. Instead, the entitlement of Anambra as an oil producing state is being paid to Delta. Because they did, as our leader used to tell us. Some people think he's just talking for talking's sake. Anything our leader preach here is gospel, is truth. They are doing lateral drilling of oil from any part of Biafra land, so that you don't lay claim that this oil come from me. Now, what they did from Anambra, they did lateral drilling from Obaru and others. Take it down, lay pipe till Worry. There now they come up and they open it. It's from there they load. Now Delta, that is Worries in Delta, will say, this is our oil. The same thing they did to Imo State Oil, Abia State Oil, they did lateral drilling, so that they open it up in River State. Somebody from Imo, Anambra from Abia, Wamugu. He don't know what is happening. What matters to him is buying and selling. When you say no, this Niger Delta people now they are oil now, so I would just honestly the population collectively and what we are weak. That's why no peace. And that is that peace we are fighting for. You want to have peace, prepare for war. That is what it means. Because no peace for the weak. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Today, America is having direct talk since how many years with Iran? Netanyahu, the president of Israel, Israeli prime minister. When you are with the Oga, we have to deal with Iran in a Libyan style. How we bomb them, this and that. There is no peace for the weak. No that and no peace. There is no peace for the weak. And Iran is telling America that, look, we have seen what you did in Iraq. Saddam Hussein disarmed his weapon for a long time. Syria did the same thing, their chemical weapon, with the promise of guarantee, no problem. Libya, Gaddafi did the same to his nuclear weapon project, Gaddafi. He disarmed Libya with the agreement and promise of America that an analyst said, look, the West, they are like that. They will first of all make you to disarm, making you to trust them, to normalize relation, to relieve the sanctions, so that you come into the club, everything. After 5 years, 10 years, 15 years of that, they change. There they will remove you. Iran said this is not the mistake you want. You don't want to go that way. So we are watching how things will play out. Because the deep state, they are still the warmongers. They are still there in different guise. That is why I say there is no peace for the weak. When you have all it takes, the power, your cruelty becomes pampering. do you know that? You have peace. Now you share peace to any person that you want. Any people that, because power belongs to you, you any person, any people you want, you destroy. You have your peace as a powerful person. But that weak person will always be It's just like living in bondage. You'll be there now. What will I do? I don't know what will provoke my master. I don't know what will provoke my oga. I beg, make a, I saw every time. That is, there is no peace for the weak, not the wicked. Stop quoting no peace for the wicked, please. America in their history, they use I'm not vilifying US. No, I'm just making analysis, please, because it's a history that is there. I'm telling you, it's a history that is in the public domain. Everybody know it. I'm using it as analytical so that we learn. They are the only country that use all these weapons, banned weapons against other people. The Europeans invaded the America continent and destroyed, killed the indigenous population. Many of the indigenous population in North America are now extinct, no more. Only very few numbers are, very few. America as a country, USA, has only, is it less than 3% of indigenous population, indigenous Americans today. Less than 3%. They destroyed them. But today they are the purveyors of peace. If you want peace, they give you peace. Because they have peace and they share peace. Because they are powerful. So they share the peace. So when you say there is no peace for the wicked, you are lying to yourself. It's a deception. The correct statement is there is no peace for the weak. No peace for the weak. So what am I trying to say? The Viet Congs, they put it in their brain that, look, even if it is only less than 20% of us survive, we are not going to give up. And they did it. For almost 10 years of war, America saw that, look, the America ran away from South Vietnam, defending them. They ran away, say, oh boy, these people, no need though. There is nothing you can do. After a while, 1 year or 2 years, America came back. They have another plan. They said, now, let us go on the offensive. Instead of fighting them in the south, they started bombing Hanoi. That is the capital of North Vietnam. Carpet bombing everywhere. And the people, they say, bomb now, or what? You kill maybe few of us. Come down and let's see. Let their boot be on ground now. They managed to bring down, they say whether out of 500 or so, 400 and so, B-52 bombers America was using. Their air defense managed to bring, is it more than 100? So America, they said no. And countless jet fighters they brought down. They said no. They cannot take this casualty. They left their southern Vietnamese and go back for good and say, oh boy, no, make one settle. Immediately America left. The northern communist Vietnamese, they ran down the south under, a twinkle of an eye. Because what am I trying to say? I want us to build this mentality of invincibility. Do you remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be talking about mental state? That the time we come in this struggle, that your physical power will no longer be able to hold you. What will hold you is mental. Because your physical power, nothing. Your muscles have all fallen. They can no longer, but you hold on mentally. This is one thing we lack. We indeed, we lack it because we love life. Sometimes I start wondering how do a people that love life like this, how would they be able to sustain to fight for freedom in this wicked and impitiable world we are? The world has no pity. If you are weak as a people, they march on your head, the cut against you, others will move on. They don't care. Don't you see? Don't you see the rampage of the Fulani? Then they're not a joke. Indigenous people, we are always lamenting. Oh, they are killing government. They come, they Fulani. They say, don't worry, continue waiting for government. It's working. They will come and through their government, Nigerian government, say, don't worry. We will. Don't take law into your hands. Leave everything in our hands. You know, once they kill you as a people, as a community, don't take law. Don't revenge. That is their word always. It has become like a music. No, do not revenge. Be law abiding. Don't take law into your hands. The government with the police is on top of the issue. The military is on their heels. And the chicken, gaga, the Fulani military, those that are in command, the politicians, they will be laughing, saying, that is a normal thing. Don't worry. We will take care of everything. The other day, I played a clip where they cut all these Fulani in a farm. The Fulani, somebody that cut an indigenous person's hand with a knife. They catch the person, they hand it over to police as good citizens. They will salute them, say, yes, you people are good citizens. You are good citizens now. You are dying. Immediately they will release him. They will come again and destroy their farm. They will catch him and say, do we touch you? Say, no, we are good citizens. They will hand him over to the police as good citizens. But they themselves that are committing all these atrocities, they don't care about good citizenship. Until you take their stance, fire for fire, you continue being good citizens inside the grave. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Into the grave, you're a good citizen. A good citizen have died. I saw in Plateau, their normal ritual. These are dead bodies. They will load dead bodies, their own people, load it and go and drop in a governor's office. I want the whole world to see. For how long will you want the whole world to see? For how long? Since how many years, decades, every time they will kill you, you are sharing the world to see. Yeah, this is the story of lamentation of a powerless people. That is why I say there is no peace for the weak. And maybe the governor will come out and pretend to cry. He will shed tears and say, okay, don't worry. These people that do this thing, I will make sure he give them pep talk. Don't worry, I will sponsor the burial of these people. Carry them to go and bury. Weak, useless people, they will happy. They will carry the cause. Yes, governor has spoken. Don't worry. They will depend on the governor. He will do this. He don't know that these are all are planned. Is playing politics with lives of people that you should stand up and defend yourself, including the houses. These people that are doing this thing, they have blood like you. They have heads like you. But the issue is their orientation is different. Their mindset is different. Their ambitions are different. Now, why not organize and take that same mental stance like them? And that is the thing. Like this, it already by force. But when you continue crying, it makes the enemies to be happy that they are inflicting heavy damage on you. You are weak. You cry, lament, call Nigerian government to come to you. If it is gun running, what about your millionaires and billionaires? Can't they make go into gun running? Let me put it. That's it. Because the Fulanis, they are highly armed. You know, whatever you quest for in this life is what you have. It's what you look for. Many are we have been programmed that now you can onego. Do you see the bad mentality? That is why I ibutike, which is wrong. There is power in the barrel of gun. You can onego. Iburu ego onye ji egbe, your life depends on that onye had egbe. If he wants, he will kill you and collect that your money. That is it. So the Fulani, they have been gradually, because that has been their ideology. Once we get arms, we get power, and once we get power, we get whatever we want. Don't you see Fulani? Look at them. All those terrorists, look at them. Do they resemble human beings? But look at how they are uselessing money, naira or dollar. It's nothing, because they have something with which they can get what they want. But you are looking for only money, thinking that there is money that can buy everything. No, money have limitation. When it comes to the case of Nigeria, why can't indigenous population? Why can't their billionaires, their millionaires organize and say, okay, no be competition with it. Let us run these arms. Where these people are going to get this arm, let us say, because anything you put eye, you get it. We are in a free world. Instead of complaining, lamenting, crying, hey, they kill us in Plateau. Now you carry the corpse of people, desecrated corpse of people, carry them, come and dump in front of governor's office. Or does it make any change? Does it make you want the world to see? For how long have the world been seeing? The world of today does not like weak people, cry people, complainants. They don't give a damn about your life for your information. The world today, they even want people to decrease. So the question is, who will be the victim? The international community, they love it when a small portion, a very fractional percentage of the population, the Fulani, that is less than 1.5% of Nigerian population, is troubling everybody. You know what they are saying? They say, these are organized people, so we support them so that they kill everybody, humiliate, put everybody under their control. These others, they are lamentators. They cannot even organize themselves. So these people that are organized already, so you use them, sponsor them. That's why the United Nations chairman, Antonio Guterres, he came to Nigeria the other time. What did he say? He said, a repented bandits. The United Nations supports a repented bandit being absorbed even into the Nigerian army, into the Nigerian force. The United Nations applauds it. What does it tell you? That they are supporting the strong, that they are in support of strength. The world have no space for weakling. It is natural selection. For you to come into this world, for you to be fertilized or to be fertilized as a fetus. Other millions of cells die. You kill them. You kill them because as you first enter, you now start killing, destroying others. That is the world for you. Nature is like that. Can you learn from nature? When you continue, Yoruba is lamenting. Biafrans are lamenting. Lantan, the same. Tivio, the same. Kanuri, the whole Northerners, Hausas, they are lamenting. Who is killing them? One set of tiny set of people. Only one group, the Fulani. The Fulani. What do you think the world will do? The world is supporting is supporting the strong against the weak. Oh boy, kill all these Neanderthals, and we will deal with you last. I better kill them, take over everything. They are useless. They are useless. If the whole indigenous people in Nigeria rise up, 24 hours, these people, it doesn't matter the arms they carry. Because numbers matter. Numbers matter much. There was one time, one year, I think, an Indian official says something, which when you look at it, he made sense. An Indian official, because of when there was this problem, Kashmir problem between India and Pakistan. You know, it was escalating between them. Are you hearing me? Now, an Indian official said something. He told Pakistan, he said, look, if you have nuclear weapon, Pakistan, yes. India has nuclear weapon. We are neighbors. Okay? Okay, let us do this mathematics. India is 1 point something billion in population. Pakistan has only a fraction, 200 and something million Pakistanis. He said, imagine we unleash nuclear weapon on ourselves. Indians will die, Pakistanis will die. But before you know it, if we continue killing ourselves, Pakistanis will perish before even you start counting Indians in millions. Maybe you might look the statement in a funny way, but that is truth because of their population. He said, you are a fraction of India, just a fraction. And we have nuclear weapons, two of us, and we are neighbors. If we kill ourselves, let us do this mathematics. Before you know, more than 200 million will die. Okay, imagine you kill 400 and something million Indians, your nuclear weapon. We will still day gidigam, but you people, Pakistan will now become a fraction of what it used to be. But Indians will still day. I think India now is the highest populated country in the country with the highest population. They have surpassed China. Are you hearing me? And there was sense in what he said. So what am I trying to say? If the indigenous population will rise up as spontaneously and deal with these terrorists, how many are there? But all of them, this one, we are good citizens. They use pep words from politicians and hold everybody hostage. No, trust government is doing something. No. Lukarawa has been technically defeated. Boko Haram, how many times was Boko Haram technically defeated by Nigerian military? How many times? I'm asking. How many times? But what happened? Today, I think Borno State Governor, he have confessed openly, said Boko Haram is waxing stronger and stronger. They have taken more communities in Borno. But every time they come and lie to you, you continue believing Nigerian government to your peril, to your detriment. Because they want you to continue being powerless, remain powerless. What happened in Uromi, in Edo? The governor have sacrificed, I think, 14 or 16 people, send them to Abuja so that they can execute them. He went Kanu to beg. And they have disarmed the different communities in Edo while they empower the Fulani terrorists. I want you, do not forget this, please. I want you to listen to this, please. Let me play. This is Bala Mohammed, one of the henchmen, Fulani terrorists. He's the governor of current governor of Bauchi State. When he said something defending the Fulani, how they are, carrying arms, he defended them, completely defended them, that they have the right to carry arms. I want you to listen, please. I want you to listen. Is just 3 minutes, please. I want you to listen, please.
I will tell you something that I told my colleagues.
Listen.
About the headers and farmers clashes in Nigeria. You have seen what our colleagues in the southwest are doing, and some of them from the southeast. Some of us told them with all modesty and humility, you are wrong. But the person that is most wrong is the governor of Benue State, my brother and my colleague, Governor Otto.
That was when this was, I think, 3 years ago, or 4 years back, please. But the man is still in power, Bala Mohammed, because he's one of the henchmen, sponsors of Fulani terrorists in Nigeria. He's still in power as a governor. After he will come to Asorok. They have many of them.
He started all this. If you don't accommodate other tribes, we are also accommodating your tribes in Bauchi and other places. We have so many chief people working in farming in Alkaleri, farming in Tafawa Balewa, farming in Bogor. Has anybody told them to go? We have not, because it's their own inalienable right to be there.
Do you see how they manipulate people's opinion? When they say we accommodate you as a person from another tribe or something like that, but mind you, Fulani have no land even in Bauchi. Now, you must accommodate them to come and destroy your livelihood. But you are not there to destroy their own livelihood. Do you see? I don't know why Nigerians don't challenge this. They will tell you that, look, if we are accommodating Igbos to do, they are doing buying and selling. They are selling motor pass in the north. These are people that went and rented the house, hired the shop, not by force. If me as an Igbo man in Kano State, I am looking for a house, I go to this house with my money, they say, no, I will not rent to you. I will go to another place. If I don't find any, I say, okay. I will not force anybody. But they will rent in order to, I'm paying my tax. Now I will rent a shop, establish all. I bear the expenses. I am paying. And they say they are accommodating you. Is there any brain? This is a no-brainer. Americans, we say no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. But they put this wrong form of argument in the mindset of people. No person challenges them. You are accommodating. Do you know? We are talking of Fulani. If they are coming in our land, for example, doing their normal businesses, they rent a house and paying, and doing normal businesses like others, who will mind them? Everybody is equal, be hustling now. No person minds nobody, because we're in a free world. After all, why are we not complaining of, for example, let me put it like this. For example, why are we not complaining of Gabonese that are in Nigeria? I'm just giving an example. Another country, Gabonese. Why are we not complaining about them? Does it mean that you don't have Gabonese in Nigeria? Does it mean that you don't have Central African Republicans in Nigeria? Even in our land? Does it mean that we don't have Cameroonians in Nigeria? Does it mean that we don't have Ghanaians working, earning their livings in Nigeria? Many Ghanaians are even in Nollywood. Does anybody complain about these people? The answer is no. Because they are doing their normal businesses. So you compete with them. There is they don't come to destroy your livelihood like the Fulani. Why is it that everybody is complaining against the Fulani? Because they come to destroy your means of livelihood and to grab your land. They will go to your forest and stay there by force, committing atrocities. Before you know, they will start harvesting the palm trees there. The whole fruit trees, they will start harvesting. If you come as an indigenous people, enter the forest, they kill you. They show terror. And this man is saying that, we accommodate, they accommodate other tribes. As if other tribes are coming to commit all these atrocities, taking their land by force. Do you see the wrong arguments these people are leading Nigerians into? And they make Nigerians become more stupid because they lead Nigerians into various wrong arguments. Continue listening.
We have Yoruba people in Bauchi for over 100.
These Yoruba people in Bauchi, are they taking people's land by force? Are they using their cows to destroy other people's farms? Are they killing people in the forest, in their forest? The answer is no. Now, why are you comparing them? Why are you comparing them with the Fulani terrorists in everywhere in Nigeria? Why are you comparing them? Do you see the wrong argument? But Nigerians never ever spot the difference. There's this game they say spot the difference. Nigerians are zombies. Anything they just before you know, they start clapping. They don't say, oh God, no. Or these Yoruba, these other tribes, these TV people that you say you are accommodating in Bauchi, which is not a Fulani land though. Okay. Are they causing havoc there? Are they destroying indigenous people or other people's means of livelihood? Do you see an Igbo man come and destroy the indigenous people's shops in the north? Maybe they go to a shop, the market of Hausas, where they are selling onions and tomato, and start destroying everything. Say, no, we have the right to stay here. We are Nigerians. Does it happen? The answer is no. But the Fulani, they come to anywhere, they use their cows. They destroy people's livelihood. Remember, it seems I will be going back to history because I could remember 2019, I talked about the Fulani too much, their history. The Fulani, right from beginning, they started jihadism. They are the purveyors of Islamic jihadism in West Africa. The Fulani, you are seeing. Their modus operandi has been using cows as Fulani headers. That's why they say they will not abandon it. It is their part of their history, or part of their what do you call it, culture. Yes, part of their cultures, because they are using it in order to cause havocs. When you study how the Fulanis occupied the today's Futa Jelon in Guinea, the same thing. When you study how they, they went to Medina in present day Mali, the same thing. They always use their cow. Their Fulani headers are their forward moving scouts. They will come as very peaceful people. Oh, sorry, we need we come from a far place. I don't know whether we can squat here just to feed our cow. You have nice grasses, please. Just squatting. They are suspecting hosts, local people. We welcome them. Say, no, man, not take land. They did it in Guinea. I've preached it here. If you are an ardent listener in this radio, 2019, 2020, I have preached it several times. The historical aspect of it. The time I was coming after George Onibe by I think 9 or 10 p.m. Biafra time. That was when I was preaching this. If you're an ardent listener, I dived deep into Fulani history, and I will restart it to renew our people's, refresh our people's minds on them. That is exactly the way they never change the system. So, but the problem is the indigenous people are hopeless. They don't understand history. They don't study history. So that is why the Fulani, they are taking advantage. When you study this, the same way they entrench themselves in wherever they are today in West Africa. The same thing, the same way. The same thing that happened in Hausa land. The Hausa people welcomed them in 18th century, early 18th century. They welcomed the people like the parents of Ottoman Danfodio, the people that we give back to Ottoman Danfodio in Hausa land in Gobir, which they renamed Sokoto today. Sokoto is a Fulani name. The original name was Gobir. Some people call it, they say Gobiri. Are you hearing me? Once they conquer, they rename. That is a colonizer. That is how they behave. Exactly the same like the Europeans. They come to your land, they conquer, they call it Port Harcourt. They name it according to the way they want it. Oh, this is Port Harcourt. Oh, this is Lagos. Named, by the Portuguese, Lagos. Oh, this is Cameroon. Oh, this is they rename it so that you forget. The coming generations will forget everything about it. If you tell the Hausa people that look, your origin is the Fulani that change your name, the name Sokoto you are seeing today. That is why they call it the Sokoto Caliphate. The original name, Hausa name, was Gobir, Gobir. Some say they used to call it Gopiri. But once they any place they conquer, they name it. So, Othman, the son of Ufodie, which they call Othman Danfodio, he was born in Hausa land by Fulani headsmen. The Fulani parents, headsmen, they came as headsmen in Hausa land. For your information, that is why there is nothing like Fulani as indigenous people in Nigeria. They don't have it. And do you know their pattern? Let me tell you. The Fulani, what they do, any place they go, they make sure they compromise the population by intermarriage. They make sure they take the women. You cannot take their women, no. They take your own women. Their men take their own women and pump their blood there, so that in now Mazi, I think during some part of Enugu now. These people And what here did Hana European mentality, the way of the conquest. That is why the Europeans love them. Because you know, colonizers always love each other. They go the same way. Are you hearing me? The same plan, the same way. They come, they compromise your blood. They are breeding their future supporters, future Fulani in your land. The people that will grow up tomorrow, now when you are talking about Fulani, they tell you are beg. They are Fulani too. They have Fulani blood. You are gone. You are. They breed out people, breed up people that will fight you in your own land. They just pump and keep quiet, waiting for the next 20 years. You now, you are a novice. You are ignorant. You're not. You don't know that they are planning. They are waiting for 20, 30 years coming. The result of what they did will come up. So listen, continue listening.
150 years, even before the birth of Nigeria, nobody has talking to them. Some of them have risen to become permanent secretaries in Gombe, in Bauchi, and in Borno. And now, because a Fulani man is practicing the tradition of transhumance,
Tell me where again in this world they have nomadic transhuman. Tell me, in this modern world, where, if not only by the Fulani, you have all these other people in is it Tibet? But their own is different. And the land there is so vast. They don't cross other people's. They are living, they move around in the cold desert. They don't encroach in other people's places because all is their land. But the Fulani, they move from place to place, from Senegal to Mali to Burkina Faso to undermining borders. This is the same man that said that they have pumped money to make sure they bring all the Fulanis under one roof in Nigeria to settle. What does it mean? Your land, my land, our lands, as indigenous population. But they give you all these codes, you don't hear, you don't understand. You are still asking what is happening to you. You are still, these Fulani headsmen, you think that these are foot soldiers. The main people sponsoring them are in Asorok. They are in governors' offices in Nigeria. But you don't see that. You are crying. Always individual crying. Lamentation. They have killed us. Look at this one. It's Fulani headsmen that killed them. Look at this woman. He went to collect his cassava in Ngokbala. They killed her. Fulani headsmen. The government should come and help us. So you call government from now till thy kingdom come. Danjuma said they collude. If you are waiting for government to do it for you, to come and defend you, that you will be taken one by one. The DSS chief, Oluwatoshin Ajayi, he have told every Nigerian, defend yourself, organize yourself. What else do you want to hear? You know, Nigeria, I say Nigerian population, they always like somebody that will come and comfort them, give them comfort, and give them something to hope on. They have given you every key. Organize yourself. And you are still lamenting, waiting for government to come and care for you, to defend you against against the Fulani they are sponsoring. Let me tell you something. Do you know that? Do you see that within this few months, you know, when what do you call it? Tinubu entered office new, the thing went down. They waited to see. And Tinubu tried internally in order to stop the whole thing. The whole Fulani terrorists in government, in the hierarchy, they threatened Tinubu. They threatened him openly and secretly that you are going to go off if you think that you are going to sideline us. They threatened him. And he's afraid of his life. That's why I told them, oh yeah, I beg, continue, do as you. So within all these few months, they rose up again with force everywhere. Don't you see that they calmed before? But because of the threats on Tinubu's life, he will not tell you. But we know. They told him, oh, you are not going to. Even they use, because these people, these Fulani in Nigeria, they Igbo man, when the Igbo man have $1 million, the way he will behave, you think he has 1 trillion. These Fulani, they are the trillionaires in Nigeria. What are they using their money for? They are using it for the conquest agenda, Fulani conquest agenda. What I'm telling you is gospel. That's why you don't see them boast of money. All you West, they control. Money is entering into their. Do you remember when one man came to Brekete family complaining about one thing that happened to him and the intimidation, threat to his life? If they owe him, they don't even want to pay. He connected to the late Abba Kyari. Have you forgotten that episode? Brekete family, that is ordinary president, thought that it is as they are digging deeper, they are seeing that it is connected to Abba Kyari. They say there is one account, they check the money that is there. The volume of money there can consume the whole Nigeria. It was that time they gave Brekete family, they say, you with this, your civil rights activists or fighting for social justice. It's okay. Stop. They gave him stern warning. Secret stern warning. Oh yeah, stop. It's okay. Don't talk again about this. All these old people, yeah, finish. We have allowed you enough. It's okay, finish. And Brekete family zip his mouth. Because the thing was going in a way that can implicate something. They say the bank, whether one bank manager, there is one account that belongs to somebody. They open that account, say the money there, it can bring down, that money can bring down the whole Nigeria. The way they describe it. That thing, they try to open the Pandora's box. Now, secret order came from above to Brekete family. Say, oh yeah, stop this. Don't go there again. Otherwise, how would we okay? It's nothing. And what on here, or just And he immediately called off that. My handle. Everybody come out. Yeah, no day. So, what am I trying to say? The money these people are stealing, they are using it to finance their collective Fulani colonization costs. They are using it to lobby America. They are using it to lobby the whole world. That is the countries of the world that matters. The countries of the world that matter. They are using it to lobby. That's why Guterres will come and say, okay, we appreciate any Fulani bandit can be repented. It's okay, you absorb him back to Nigerian military. Do you think it's ordinary? It's lobby. They put money there. Can you tell so-called Biafran billionaires to gather money and lobby for something that concerns our collective interests? Oh, well, yeah. That's why I say our people. You see our people, the primitive. Yeah, will know kai na bombo. People otherwise highly primitive. So people that cannot, they don't see the importance of going for collective cause. That is the most important. You see them to come and take a chieftaincy title, to answer, to use a Nigerian military, pay them as a military convoys. That is where everything ends. It's only IPOP that is trying to open everybody's mindset, open our brain to understand that our collectivity is number one. Are you hearing me? Otherwise, they take us single by single. Look at how this man was defending the Fulani primitive cattle movement or cattle rearing technique of moving from one place to another. Where they don't practice it any other place in this world, only the Fulani. They tell them, take ranch. Niger State can accommodate. They say no, they have to be moving because they have an agenda. There is an agenda. They must move to cause problems. Inside the problems, now they will grab land because they will come for peace. They will tell you, let's negotiate. If you want all these things to stop, now allocate lands. If it's money, we will pay. Just give our people land so that there will be peace. You don't know, once they propose to you that and you accept, you are gone. That place is gone. Because it becomes a part of Fulani Caliphate. From there, they born like pigs. They don't think of like you. That you say, okay, you will train your children. How you go if you born 4 or 5 or 6 or 3, you stop because you have to train your children. Tomorrow they become this. Fulani, they don't think about that. They marry 3, 4, they born. Mostly those people that they forward they tell them born. Even if you can born 2 times a year, born. So that to populate where they occupy, the bush they occupy, they populate it immediately. Before the people can change mind, they have populated it. And those children they born there, they will grow. Many of them will grow there and become the answering indigenous people. In Yoruba land, they will be speaking Yoruba. There is no, you cannot tell them anything again. They say, now we born you. We are born here like you. Yes, I'm Fulani, but I'm born here. He claim right. So why they will be expanding. That is their agenda. How many times can we say it? How many times can we be exposing this? But our people, the indigenous people in Nigeria listen? That is up to them. Listen, continue listening.
Pastoralism. He has been exposed to the vagaries of the forest, the animals, and now the cattle rustlers who carry guns, kill him and take away his commonwealth. That is the cattle.
If these people have good faith or they are doing everything in good conscience, for example, this man is saying that, these people, they go to the bush, they face cattle rustlers, they face snake, they face wild animals, because he's trying to justify their carrying guns. Now, in this modern age, what will happen? Okay, no, let us no longer expose our people to that. Let us form a ranch so that people will no longer be exposed. So that we will be breeding nice cows that will no longer be moving from place to place, very far places. And when you look at Fulani cows, let me tell you, they can never compete with any cow that is reared in a ranch in any part of the world. They don't compete at all. One, they move from place to place. Their muscles are worn out. Number one, they don't produce enough milk compared to others. Are you hearing me? Because when you put cattle in a ranch, they don't need to worry themselves. They will eat and stay one place. Those that are meant for their flesh, now they develop flesh so that when you kill them, haven't you seen cattle wherever you are residing as you are hearing my voice? Is it the same thing like all those Fulani Banla cows? For your information, all those cows are nothing to them. It is just like a weapon. Because they are not engaged. That is not their livelihood. The Fulani elites in Nigeria have made enough money to sponsor them even if they hold Fulani and they are still making money, stealing money. That is why you will see in a farm, a Fulani man will build warehouse, and what he stores there is currency. Naira, Swiss franc, euro, dollar, in warehouse. Don't you see it during when they were exchanging money? When they change naira, don't you see they brought out containers of cash that has rotten? Don't you see that? Because they are stealing for a mission. It's not like you, an indigenous person, like an Igbo man. You are stealing for what you and your family. You are stealing, just looting for your personal use. No. Or what you are going, at least you can buy some people thugs to protect you during election, or to hire, or to grab election boxes for you in your community, because you don't go federal level now. It's only your community. Only you can, only you can, or for muzzle. That is a very, very funny. I hate the funny, honestly. Very funny. The Fulani, they lobby. How many times do you see they say the 19 northern governors go to America to discuss issues, to meet the American government to discuss issues that concerns northern Nigeria? How many times? Have you ever seen a time where, let me say, eastern governors went to America as a people to meet American government, or even German government as a union, not one person, no, to discuss things, to lobby for them? They do. Oh, we are far behind. It's only IPOB that will save us. Do you see this mess we are in? It's only IPOB that will save us. Continue listening.
House. He had no option but to carry AK-47.
He's justifying the Fulani carrying AK-47, an assault rifle. do you see how? Do you see that they don't give a damn about your feeling, because they're together. Once they finish their meeting as a full Macban, all of them, they come out, they start speaking with theater, with boldness. A Fulani have the right to carry AK-47. Do you know AK-47 is an assault rifle that Russians are using, Ukrainians are using in their war today? He didn't even say carry then gun, no. He didn't say even double barrel. But do you know that our people that are being slaughtered are banned from carrying catapult? All these things, don't it make you have goosebumps about the situation in Nigeria? Sometimes, at least as a human being that thinks. Don't it makes you to have sometimes sleepless nights in na I know na many they are swallowing us wholly, and we thought that we are thinking that is a joke. This man was there 4 years ago defending Fulani, carrying an assault rifle. Whereas once they see an indigenous person having ordinary knife, hey, the Nigerian army will kill you, shoot you at sight that you are a criminal. But Fulani are exempted. Or do you think it's ordinary? They worked hard for it. They worked hard for it. That is why they are at the national television. This man is at the national television defending his people to carry AK-47. And others are watching. That time, we shouted this, shouted that, but everybody's eye was focused on IPOB as the bad group. IPOB, you want to destroy Nigeria. IPOB. Everybody's eyes was IPOB. They propped up, hype on the IPOB issue that time, whereas they are doing their thing. Now, Everybody is feeling it. That's my happiness. It's not only Igbo. So everybody, all now felt everywhere. They program everybody. Oh yeah, focus on Igbo. Igbos are bad guys. They are bad people. They want to dominate. Oh. But the Fulani let a fraction, less than 1.5% of Nigerian population dealing with everybody. They are not domineering. Are you hearing me? A Fulani goes to Hausa, call Hausa land, where you have only the percentage of Fulani. They are not up to 0.0001%, but they are the governor. The Fulani will be governor, controlling others in that place. Even if it is only 10 of them, among 2 million houses and other ethnicity, they will be the governor. No, they are not domineering. No, you want to? They say no. Watch Igbo. Igbos are domineering. Before you know, they will domineer you. They will dominate you. Watch them. Nigerian, very primitive, indigenous people. We are programmed to watch, checkmate, and hate Igbos. Today, the chicken has come to roost. It's affecting everybody. That's it. They took everybody, convinced everybody, programmed everybody in order to fight Biafra. That Biafra is a problem. The one was running helter skelter. Now, maintenance of one Nigeria. Not knowing that he was being used. Today, before you know it is too late, they are decimating his people. They will use you. Before you know it, it's too late. If they dribble you, when you stay there, they complain. Referee, look now, go. They are in control. Listen.
But to carry AK-47. Because there's no option but to carry Commonwealth, that is the cows. He had no option but to carry AK-47. Because the society and the government are not protecting him. What is his fault? It's the fault of the government.
It's fault of the government. Hey. So it's not the fault of the guy carrying AK-47. Now, as the Fulani are killing the indigenous people everywhere, why can't they carry AK-47? The government is not protecting them. In Enugu, no statement from that one about Mba. Because all carry, there is nothing he can do. He cannot come and say, oh boy, look for AK-47, not pump action. Anywhere you can see, collect. If they see, they shoot you at sight. But they see Fulani and they encourage him. Carry, you have the right. What are you seeing? Colonization. That is it. That is it. Nigerian indigenous population are being colonized by the Fulani. Direct. It's under that. It's only IPOB in Biafra land that is resisting. You see now, we know the joke. We know the pity them now. Now. Or you need a negotiation. Yeah, and they may edit. In order not to raise international distance, edit. But that now. Ihe anyị nọwọ agha uche ka anyị nọ. A na-egosi ebe a na-egbu ihe na iche na ọsọ ihe na ha ka a na-egbu. Ị mara na a na-eme ive ịma ha. Mana ọ gara apụta na vidio na. So ota ka ọ dị. Ota ka ọ dị. Ha mana their fear here ESN. That is why their highest fear in Nigeria is ESN. And that is why they use their stooges, our governors, our political elites, in order to make sure to crack down on ESN. Because it's above them. They cannot fight ESN. Danger will make you turn away from human being and become danger yourself. Do you remember the broadcast of Lolo sometime here? Do you remember what described, bro? He said he was opportune to see one or two ESN one time. Also, you need to see these people. Now they have to go from a mother. Their movement, people don't know. People think that we are playing. And I Jonathan, I thank you. We are in a serious business, for goodness sake. That's why you must support IPOB. Look at this man. Look at somebody, a governor, and his colleagues. His colleagues are there. All of them are there in Asorok, defending the Fulani headsmen, carrying AK-47, AK-49, assault rifles, RPGs, and you think that is a joke? Yeah. You better support ESN. I am telling you. I say their dread. ESN. That is the only people they fear. Because that anywhere Hajamu ESN, they have gone. Now. Because these are people that they are no longer our ESN. They have taken death. They sleep with death. They have, you have to change your mentality in order to fight this type of war. When you want to introduce yourself, I could remember I want to say, you introduce himself as let Mazi Emeka. Say, I can't see you go now. I can't. Onye now again. I'm late already. So that is the only mindset to confront these people. But when you think that they're killing us, what can we do? Government to come and help us. You are more dummy than dumb itself. Do you see where mental strength comes into? Where you need to change your ideology, your mentality. Mental toughness come. Without it, you cannot face this type of people. You have to be dread, ego nowhere to them. So that only your name or send those cheese on them. Hey, and then your instruction I say because on these people. He said, happen him and he need a balakan. Come and no problem. Because I miss you. Oh no, one person. You are our warriors. Shagumi said it. That these people are their warriors. Do they hide it? But you are still talking, you are still crying for government to come and help you. Are you not more stupid than stupidity itself? Danjuma come and say, they cry, they say, they collude. The Nigerian military can no longer protect you because they are compromised, highly compromised. They are colluding with the Fulani. So, waiting on them to come and help you, to come and fight for you, to come and defend you, you are in a dreamland. Wake up, Nigerians. Is it not what he said? Do you think that he said is somebody of that caliber? Or with the fires, secret fires, what he's seeing, what they are telling him, what he's seeing in the field? Do you think his statement will come just like that? Ordinary. But do Nigerians take him serious? No, they cry. Go to your governor. Carry corpses. Go to your governors and dump them. He will come to help you. Your governor is even afraid. He wants to live tomorrow. He wants to be alive tomorrow. He wants to maintain his political stance, his political position. So does he care for your life? The only thing is self-help. Self-help, as IPOB have done. That is the only thing. Are you hearing me? That is why we call people. I say, here, I don't, as a Biafran, before God and man, I don't beg you to support ESN. I always say it. I say it's your obligation. If you want support, if you don't want, don't pay. It will. That is the thing. It will come to your village one day, even if you are in California enjoying. One day, phone will ring and they say, "Nah, your loved ones have been slaughtered." That's it. That is the reality facing us. So it is your decision. Support ESN, hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hate IPOB. The way they talk, continue the way they talk, but the way the Fulani kills you and your siblings, our siblings, is more ugly than the way we talk. I hear it. If you are complaining that, but Radio Biafra now, IPOB, they are so rude in talking. But the way the Fulani kills you, will kill us and our siblings, is more ugly than ever. Look at the butchering. The way many of them sometimes do is this. The Fulani, they will first of all use gun down the community. Gun. After shooting, now the second wave will use knife. It's a ritual killing, it's their system. They will use knife. Those that are fallen, they will not use knife, be macheting them, hitting them, cutting them into their heads. Just look at them. Now, when you come, you see them, you say, no, they use machete. It's a lie. They use sophisticated guns. They gun down everybody. Now, as those people with gun, they have gone. They run, they have gone. The second wave coming at the back is those with machetes. They will be macheting so that you don't see the gun entrance. You now believe that, oh, they have knife. So that tomorrow you carry knife and say, okay, as they have knife, I have knife. You are gone. Go and look for sophisticated weapon. Go for gun running. That is what fits them. Nothing more. You don't need the crying again. Your cry makes them happy. Your lamentations and complaints and calling for Tinubu to come and help you. Tinubu is even helpless. All these things makes them happy. So it's for you to go under, organize, and do the needful. That's it. How break we potagi break question na no you. No only on Asabi. These billionaires, Igbo billionaires in Avi, you has support, lay name support. Arrow, full sniper gun that can kill when it range 1 kilometer. Gote. Now, I know rotation in the village. Ofonye gari gronelu oshishi. Every 2 hours. Because if you don't take drastic action, they will butcher everybody. I'm telling you. It's a pity in our land. One person, like all these content creators, you see somebody just off on us like this, just to you will see more than 30 people running. So you see that our people have been turned into sheeps. Sheeps, only run. Antelopes, no resistance. Now run, save your life. Run, save your life first. Ebute arugodo sniper ball. Ekwe. And then make rotation in strategic place. So that all those places this thing be active in the Fulani. Onye a rotation every time the family will bring one person to come and every 2 hours 2 hours. Onye on in the night phone is everything now. No all of them will run away. Man, when you continue, you are sleeping with your two eyes closed. Every time I be a clear on your own. Does it make sense at all? Let me go to another thing, please. Let me stop here. So you see, this man he was defending Fulanese from carrying gun. Nigerians don't even care. What matters to them is their talk was that time IPOB. Oh, IPOB is a country. It's dividing the country. Oh, IPOB is a problem. Oh, IPOB is a blah 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 blah. Oh, IPOB. You see, TVC news every time is IPOB. But let me play also another thing. Let me play. you know, you see, there was a flag that was seen, Yoruba Oduduwa flag, somewhere. And you see how they are defending it. I want you to listen. This is a country we are in as equal citizens. Listen.
Congress being hoisted in the middle of the street with a video showing the flag of the Yoruba Nationalist Organization, the Oduwa People's Congress, being hoisted in the middle of the street in Lagos State. Let's take a quick look at this video before we come back for a discussion.
This is Oduduwa flag being hoisted, whether in Surulere, Lagos, in the middle of Lagos. I want you to see, after you see what they with Ruben Abati, how he will analyze it. Listen.
Surulere, alẹ́ 9:30 p.m. Surulere. Yoruba Nation ni wọ́n flag up. Yoruba Nation ni wọ́n flag up yìí o. Ojo agbe.
Listen.
Anybody can carry a flag. Schools have flags. Some churches have flags.
Do you see how? Do you see why? You see the media. Do you see the media is poisonous? It can be poisonous. It can be helpful. Media poisons the people. Media deceives the people. Are you hearing me? You see, there are two things that are used to control the population, the people. One, religion. Two, the media. And unfortunately, in Nigeria, these two, can I call it the factors or institutions, are strongly in the hands of the Nigerian politicians and the Nigerian caliphate, Fulani caliphate in particular. So that's why it's very, very dangerous. They give the analysis of issues, you know, to make the people, they direct the people the way to think. Media and religion, the way to think, reason, and behave. So they saw a flag, your Oduduwa flag, in the middle of Lagos, in Surulere, one night the other day. And they were, you know, there was no military occupation there. There was no military, you know. Now it is what this one is analyzing, that look, there are flags anyway. Flags are being erected in churches. Churches have flags. This and that. Schools have flags. But do you remember, because of flags only in our land, Biafra flag, many people were butchered. And these same people talking from both sides of their mouths are the ones that are justifying. Why should they raise Biafra flag? Hey. We need to rise up. Oh. We need to rise up and fight. We must have this mentality or mental resilience of the Viet Congs. I am telling you. Otherwise, I never make pete here. Man, I'm telling you. Listen to what he said.
Individuals have flags.
Individuals can come up with a flag. Associations sometimes have a flag that they carry about. What is important is, what is the meaning of it? What is the significance of it? Now, all the people who have been going about carrying flags should know that if they hoist a flag which violates the integrity of the Nigerian state, or is presented as an assault on the sovereignty of Nigeria, then there could be adverse consequences.
So this one does not violate the integrity of Nigeria when they call Yoruba nation, or the same way we call Biafra nation. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see hypocrisy? This one is more than hypocrisy. No, the flag of Yoruba nation. Now they are interpreting it in another way, changing the narrative. It's no more against the integrity of Nigeria. It's just normal thing. There is no peace for the weak. Oh. We must make ourselves strong. Strength is being built. Are you hearing me? Weak. You are being weak. You continue suffering. You continue suffering, begging. Everything is begging. That is the weak. You want to bring goods to Nigeria, bring container to Nigeria. You use a strong person's name, Abdullahi, or Yoruba man name. Otherwise, you use your own self as Igbo man, very weak people. They will seize the goods. They will inflate the tariff. They will put it on demurrage. That is it. You suffer. And when you suffer to clear it, who pays the price? You must make gain. The same Igbo people you are that are buying it. You raise it. So everybody's suffering it because of weakness. Until we understand the importance of being together, until we understand the importance of sponsoring, supporting IPOB and ESN, we will continue lamenting and dying and being under subjugation. Look at how he's analyzing it. No, Yoruba Oduduwa nation flag now is just like he's comparing it to church flag. The flag you put in school. So it's nothing. But Biafra nation is Tibu. Oh, who are they? They are threatening the sovereignty of Nigeria. Why should they be? If you see how they will analyze it and call for total annihilation of those that put it there. This is a country that all of us are in as citizens, isn't it?
I think that is a clause that we should put there. You will recall that when the IPOB came up with a flag and they tied that flag to the politics of succession, the Nigerian state.
So he gave example IPOB. So our own flag is tagged to secession. But the Yoruba nation flag is not tagged to secession. I don't know. I cannot understand this. I say I can never. I cannot. Whatever our own is different. They raise flag, we raise flag. Our own is different. John Igbo called for Oduduwa nation to be separated from Nigeria. He was arrested in Benin Republic. After he was released, they go round and round underneath. They release him quickly from Benin, and he ran to Germany. Today he's a free man. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been there. Some Igbo governors say hold him there. Do you see how they use our own people to kill our own people, to kill ourselves? Do you see? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still there because of the flag. But people rose this flag. Igbo is there, he's free, he's free person. So how are you going to say this? How are you going to judge this? All these things, doesn't it make you to become more, how do I say it? To be more resolute in what you are doing. Doesn't it make you to be more focused? Gingering. These are things that should ginger you more. Say, nah, this thing will get it. That is positive indignation. You become annoyed. Annoyance that will spur you into positive action. Not the annoyance that will make you say, nah, now I'm confused. So now these people, what are they doing? I don't know again. No, our people, I will continue saying this. I'm not insulting our people, but from the past we learn. From the past we learn. Are you hearing me? We learn from history. After 55 years or so, is it not what we are still in? The same status quo. Had it been, we continue resolutely. Even the Nigerian military, they were falling apart. Somebody revealed it. A military man, I think from Europe, I think he's a Europe, yes, that fought on Nigerian military side against Biafra. That said Nzogu is his hero. That they were deceived into fighting Biafra. But he said, but towards the end of he said, if not how the war ended, that many of the military are considering that this war have no get ahead. Why are they fighting Biafra safe? I'm telling you. But because that is why I tell you what Obasanjo did to us. It's not go on, eh? Obasanjo he saw that this thing in the Nigerian military. He saw it in their Nigerian boys. That's why he used another method. Money. To splash money to buy Biafrans. To buy Biafran commanders. Now jettison your arms and stop obeying orders. Jettison your arms. We go back to one Nigeria. You get positions. Leave all these things. If they tell you come and fight, don't fight again. Enjoy life. Life have no duplicate. You die now, you die. So he destroyed the morality of many of our commanders when he replaced Adekunle. And that is why he needed a zigzag. Onye nyere order. Ka ihe Ojukwu ga-eme, o were nwayọ sị na yo poro onwe di. That is Igbo man for you. Before you know, look at our leader was renditioned not up to 1 month. Nigerian government started imposing, bringing another, their own leader, infiltrator. Many of our people fail. Now, saying now, what type of people are these? Immediately, many of our people, hey, BBC promoted the experiment. That is where I was afraid. So, Obasanjo said it that look, the same Obasanjo, they try to impose a leader, their own person in IPOB, so that they will destroy IPOB. Many of our people failed for this. This little trick. This DOSF, I don't know what. I beg this man now. At least we are seeing him on video. He's coming every day on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Facebook. So you see, he's a military officer, so you know what's up. Let us support him. On our photo, IPOB leadership, I now come one day. What is happening? They were carried away with the sentiment. That is why, do you see? They were carried away with the sentiment. That is why, do you see our people's sentiment? I will not stop talking about it. Okay, religion. Yeah, religion, I will never, until criminal, I will never stop talking about it. Because that is, our people, they thought that this fight for freedom, hey, that is Omega. You have seen God in the hey. And you open your eyes, you are still in your bed, or you are still in the same building as a church you are. But sentiment will carry you. You have gone. Hey, Mazi, you saw in Gabriel. These are sentiments, for goodness sake. Let us remove sentiments. Because experiment came with sentiment. Visual sentiment, so that to raise your sentiments through vision. So that as you are seeing him, he will dress, come, hey, now, God, American, all this nonsense, or make out the same way your pastor will preach to you. He say, hey, Holy Ghost, don't fall today. All na sentiment to raise your emotion, because once your emotion is raised, you will lose your sense of thinking faculty. You lose it immediately. In a musical, I'm not here. You no longer know differentiate A from B. Hey, all these things, what you want to hear. Why? Because your sentiments have been aroused. Listen to this man. Hypocrites. If it is Biafra flag, imagine the way they will raise fire and brimstone. But this is the Yoruba Nation flag, so they play it down. After all, they are not demanding for. It doesn't mean flag doesn't mean division again. It's only IPOB flag, Biafra flag, that means division.
It had no option but to go after them, and we criticize how the Nigerian state went about it, because they presented it as if it was an act of provocation against the Nigerian state. Now, the Odua grows. The people are saying they want the Republic of Odua. This is not the first time they will host the flag. Sometime last year in Iwo Road in Ibadan, a similar flag was put up along Iwo Road, again by unknown persons and at night. Now we have this at Surulere around Akirele, also done at night. So, well, I don't know. It's not as if it's an organized attempt to declare anything. No. Usually the people putting up this Oduduwa Republic flags, they don't often identify themselves. They just put out the flag and go away. Because
do you see? Oduduwa Nation, they are no more. It doesn't represent anything. It's just a flag. Let them see. And do you know is that because of the flag, the one, I think many times in parts of Biafra land, military will occupy that place. Any boy, any young person they see that place, they will kill you, they will shoot you, or they take you, kidnap you, and you are gone. The Nigerian military, they didn't see any person that put it, but they will clear the whole place. Do you see the repression? They see us as weak people that are defeated in the war. And you are comfortable living as a slave. I want you provocative. All Biafrans, because we are suffering the same fate. Whether you are a Joe, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We are being relegated to pipeline guard, to scramble for crumbs, for something that belongs to all of us. But you see, our colonizers, so Fulani colonizers, are enjoying it. They put you as a security guard. Don't it make you feel sad at least? Don't it make you feel sad? Do you know the reason why transatlantic slavery was sustained for over 400 years? Because it became a means of livelihood, a means of wealth to many black people, mostly in the Bight of Biafra. They know the Europeans, they know how to do things. They will come and use you as in order to sustain that evil. They will make you be wealthy, but your wealth does not in any way. It does not. It just crumbs, and you see it as wealth. They give you a telephone number, military, to guide you in case any person that rises up, you become more wicked and cruel against your own people. So, that at transatlantic slavery, it became a means of wealth for many of Ndishoji. So they have to sustain it in order to continue being, continue being wealthy, to continue being powerful. The Europeans used to tell them, if you people allow this to go, this slavery to be banned, you are no more in power. The people will chop you raw. So they now steer war between those individuals against their own people. So they have to quell everything with guns and bullets. That is how they behave. And that is exactly how the Fulanis are doing. They come, they empower one person, one idiot among us, like Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma said, even if it is only 2 people that remain in Imo State, or Cheba Hanna with the Olu also, our accent. That is what he said. Because he is empowered by his masters, by our enemies. If you challenge him, he will put you. That is why you see Tiger Base in Norway, where they take our youths, disappear people anyhow, because they empower one idiot. That is what the Europeans did to sustain, in order to sustain transatlantic slavery. They continue selling, kidnapping and selling of our people. So that the people our people are seeing is our own people, suppressing them. No more the white people, they are at the back. They will give them gun, give these few idiots gun, give them people that will follow them, foot soldiers that will follow them. They will go raiding in the interior. The people that are doing the raiding are black people, few black people, because you must always get willing tools everywhere. It is like that. That is the thing. So this man now is defending Oduduwa national flag that was seen in Surulere. He's defending it. That is not something serious. It's not like a IPOB flag. So this one is not menacing, threatening the unity of Nigeria or the territorial integrity of Nigeria. Unlike IPOB on, do you see double standard? We will continue suffering this until all of us will rise up. We support what we are doing. I say we continue suffering it. I'm telling you.
Perhaps they understand that if the significance is beyond that, there could be consequences, there could be sharp reaction from the Nigerian state. Now, what is inspiring this in Yoruba land, I think, was the move last year by the Yoruba World Congress, led by Professor Banji Akintoye, an historian, who led the move to go and register Nigeria with the unrepresented nations and people's organization in Geneva, that's in Switzerland, right?
Yes.
Right. And on the basis of that, when Professor Akintoye came back, he said, the identification with UNPO has now given the Yoruba people the right to have their own flag. But the thing to note is that the UNPO is just an NGO. It's not as if it's an organ of the United Nations, right? But as Tundo pointed out, you have many of these groups, even in Yoruba land, who are talking about what is wrong with Nigeria and who are taking symbolic steps, gestures, to prove that they are dissatisfied with Nigeria. Take the Yoruba World Congress or the Yoruba Youth Coalition or the Odua People's Organization. They're saying that they have the right to self-determination under the agreements reached during the constitutional conferences leading to independence in 1950. And the kind of self-determination that most of these Yoruba groups are asking for is self-determination within Nigeria, within a federal structure. They say Nigeria should be a federation. They don't want the 1999 constitution. They say Nigeria must be reorganized.
Somebody talking, you see this man as ugly as he is, his lies are so ugly. He's defending because you know why he's talking all this garbage, because he is trying to defend that they are different from Biafra, whereas they are asking the same thing. They have their flag, their national anthem, but once Biafra does their own, all hell broke loose. And this man is here on national television defending it, talking all the whole grammar. You know, you can defend one lie with 1,000 lies, and each of the 1,000 lies you continue defending one of them with 1,000 until a time a lot of elasticity will enter. You can no longer defend. See as he is struggling, making difference that does not exist. Oh, this is the Yoruba nation flag. They are seeking for self-determination in Nigeria. What does it mean? Is it not the same self-determination that Biafrans are seeking for? But he's trying to defend why they are not treating the Yoruba people the same. The Nigerian military does not go down to them the same they are doing in Biafra land. That is what he's trying to explain with all the very difficult, this difficult position. As dark as Erebus he is. Let me stop here, please, because time has gone. I have many news headlines and many things to talk about, but as time goes on, I'll be bringing them one after the other. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling in. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
I will tell you something that I told my colleagues about the headers and farmers clashes in Nigeria. You have seen what our colleagues in the southwest are doing, and some of them from the southeast. Some of us told them with all modesty and humility, you are wrong. But the person that is most wrong is the governor of Benue State, my brother and my colleague, Governor Otto. He started all this. If you don't accommodate other tribes, we are also accommodating your tribes in Bauchi and other places. We have so many people working in farming in Alkaleri, farming in Tafawa Balewa, farming in Bogoro. Has anybody told them to go? We have not, because they are on inalienable right to be there. We have Yoruba people in Bauchi for over 150 years, even before the birth of Nigeria. Nobody has talking to them. Some of them have risen to become permanent secretaries in Gombe, in Bauchi, and in Borno. And now, because a Fulani man is practicing the tradition of transhumance, pastoralism, he has been exposed to the vagaries of the forest, the animals, and now the cattle rustlers who carry guns, kill him and take away his commonwealth, that is the cows. He had no option but to carry AK-47 because the society and the government are not protecting him. What is his fault? It's the fault of the government and the people. You don't criminalize all of them, because in every tribe there are criminals. If cybercrime is being practiced mostly by one tribe, you don't criminalize the whole tribe that they are criminals. We should be very sensitive. I'm happy with what the chairman has said. We have to be careful. And you as journalists, you must exercise restraint. You must decipher from wrong and right. Something that is so bad, that can divide us, that can threaten our unity, our hegemony. You don't do it. I must thank our chairman of the Northern Governors Forum at this occasion, because we are talking of the use of...
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct. Today is the 10th day of April 2025. Being Thursday. And our lines are now opened. But before I go on, there is something this man's speech made me remember. It was 4 years ago. Bala Mohammed. You know, that time it was Fulani headsmen every time on the newspaper, on the faces of newspaper, news everywhere, televisions. It was this speech with others. The warning, he issued the warning to journalists that they should no longer call Fulani headsmen. After this statement, they devised bandits. I could vividly remember it. It is after these statements, with others also, like Ganduji and others, Because Fulani headsmen killing everywhere, rampage. Now they say no, this Fulani, they want the journalists, and the one thing with them is this: they don't just want journalists, like that and keep quiet. They will carry out the threat with money, with different threats. They will carry it out. That is where this word you are seeing today or you're hearing today, bandits, came up. After this, bandits, they devise the word bandits. I could vividly remember, and I put it here on Radio Biafra for you to know. For you to know where the indigenous people are sleeping. They are being programmed to hate the Igbos, to focus on Igbos, that anything Igbos mess. Hey, they say, no, why should they mess? If they eat, the way they eat is bad. Is try to destroy us. They are domineering. If they laugh, why should Igbos laugh like this? They are, is what they say. It's truth. As everybody was programmed by the Fulani Caliphate to focus on the Igbos, the way Igbos sleep, the way they laugh, the way they sell their market, the way they do anything to question, to condemn them. Now the Fulani took over everywhere. And today everybody is receiving it hot. Very, very hot. Everywhere. Yoruba land is almost gone. The whole forest. In north, the northern part, Hausa land is gone. They take over your lands and they renamed it so that your children will no longer hear history of it. You will no longer know. They give it Fulani name. They compromise the land by impregnating our women. Look at in Enugu, in Abakaliki, it's everywhere. Converting them to Islam in order to make it easier for them for Fulanization. So that in the next 20 years, the children they born will be bowing down to the Fulani, that they are the one that give us God. They give them God. Oh, if not them Allah, they brought them Allah. They are good, they are holy people. They will be defending them. Way we are programmed to the same way we are programmed to defend our European colonizers and killers. We defend them that they are our saints. They are now them bring development to us. They brought civilization. They brought everything. Very sad. Our lines are now opened. Our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Let me repeat again. Our WhatsApp and Signal line +61 405 142 547. You can call us and give us your view on the issue, but let us understand that we are in a bigger mess than we can imagine. We need to buckle up and support what we are doing. We need to, you don't need to be an IPOB member in order to support IPOB financially. Anywhere you are hearing, you are listening. From any part of the world you are. Just make contact. Make contact. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to World Igbo Congress 2015, 10 years ago, to tell them that I go on Okwana, let us sponsor this. Hey, Igbo, you are calling for war. No, because many of our people can never decipher, they can never see the future. Not that they don't have the capability, but they don't want. They want to always believe that everything is okay. How can this man say this? No. This cannot happen. This cannot happen. That is the thing. It's not that some of our people they don't want to believe the reality. They want that thing that will make them, to feel happy. Otherwise, your talk, no. He want to live easy life and remove his mind and work and make his money and stay with his family. Don't want any problem. You don't know that we are in a world of problems. Look at what is going on around the world. You can call as I'm talking, please. Look at what is going on around the world. Confusion everywhere. As things are now, things are they are taking shapes. That is how the world is. If you think that the world will continue, no. Look, the First World War changed many things in the world. It brought in the world order, it changed the world order of that time. I am telling you. What is going on now? America, China, Iran, Russia, the West, Europe, this and that. Things are gradually restructuring itself. Everybody is trying to restructure and retake his or her position as a people. You see what in the Middle East, in Europe, in the Americas, in Asia, everywhere, because what you are seeing is the restructuring of another world order. Because every time, once after the world conflicts, the world order takes another shape. That is what is happening. But do you know that? I have a caller, or I have callers. Caller on WhatsApp. I don't know why you dropped, but let me pick the caller on signal. Caller on signal. Can you hear me, please? Go on. Caller on signal. Are you there? Caller on signal, please go on. Mazi, can you hear me? There, well, please go on. Go on.
All right. Mazi, my name is Mazi Fine. Mazi Fine, calling from his location. Mazi, let me use this opportunity to tell our people the time is now to support Eastern Security Network. Otherwise, what is happening at the northern side will happen to us. Mazi, I thank the leadership of this struggle, our DOS, for seeing what is going to happen in our land. And also I thank our leader for bringing this notice to World Igbo Congress during the time he went to their meeting and telling them this is what is going to happen and the Fulani will take over our land. And most of them was laughing at him. Then the hour has come. We must support Eastern Security Network. Wherever you are, hearing the Biafra, morning, afternoon, night, you must wake up and support Eastern Security Network through our leadership. Mazi, let me come to your topic. You see, now US, trying to have direct discussion with Iran. Mazi, that's because Iran refused to bow down to the threat of US trying to, put fear on them. And now, like our people normally say, now this Zouk government and their agent are trying to bring fear into our struggle. But we must resist them. We must resist them. We can never back down, no matter what happens. Eastern Security Network can never back down. IPOB, we can never bow down to any threat coming from any person. Because if we eventually back down to their threat, as we have done. Now see how this ugly man I know that that man is that journalist is Abati. I know that he's the one that defending, trying to defend the flag of Oduduwa, trying to, divert the main focus why that flag is there, trying to tell the world that the flag did not make, exactly what Biafran flag made to the world. Maybe trying to tell the world that they are just agitating for confederation or what. Everything is like that man is an evil man. Mazi, the message is clear. Nobody is happy with this zoo called Nigeria. Nobody is happy. And look at what is happening now. Our people are supposed to know that Fulani and the Yoruba people, they are playing politics with the interest of their people. Yoruba is playing politics with the interest of Yoruba people, and the Fulani are playing politics with the interest of their own people. But it comes to our own side. Our people always play politics for the interest of the Northern Caliphate, trying to do what will please those their masters, and using our blood to play politics. Now, recently we heard that Tinubu just dropped INEC chairman. Yes, you know that if you do not drop that INEC chairman, he will not go anywhere. And that's the politics of Yoruba. They play politics only for their own people and their own side. I didn't mean that his Igbo man is in that seat. Mazi, he will like also to put Fulani as a bodyguard. He will like also to put Fulani as everything. Even he will trust Fulani more than his own brother. That is Igbo people for you. But we IPOB, we have come to change the narrative. And that is why we must continue and support Eastern Security Network. Whether you are IPOB member, whether you are not, as long as you are from eastern part of this contraction called Nigeria, it's not more that you will be an IPOB before you support Eastern Security Network. Because if this will finish, if they done with northern side, and also they have already taken west, I don't count them. They have already taken them. If they done with northern side, where they are heading to is this our side, and that is why we IPOB, instead of planning to take over our land, all of us will die. All of us will die, and that is the more very important for we to support the Eastern Security Network. Now the time is never get out of hand, because when the time is get out of hand for you, we can never see chance again. Mazi, may God bless you. Good night from here. We stand by. Thank you.
You are saying that after the Northeast, after them is our land. They are in our land already. Armed headsmen, today's news headline. Armed headsmen attack another Enugu community, brutally murder 4 farmers on farmland. What are you talking? Is it today's news headline? They are in our land attacking. Do you hear P2B talk? Do you hear any of them make noise? As what happened in Uromi, the whole northern governors, all of them started fuming. But do you hear any noise from our so-called political representatives? What does it tell you? It tells you that they are not there for us. What is defending our land is IPOB. That is the only thing that is defending us. That is having our collective interests at heart. Believe it, jealousy, turn everything upside down is now you sabi, but the truth is that. Otherwise, what we make people to be massacred in Enugu, the governor didn't say, hear nothing, see nothing. Our people's lives doesn't mean anything. But when do you see P2B? Do you hear P2B say anything, even the presidential candidate? But let it happen in the north now to the Fulani. Hey, everywhere will be boiling. I'm not everywhere. Color on Signal, please. Mazi in there. Welcome to the program. Mazi Madabuchi. No. Mazi, can you hear me? Call on signal. Mazi Madabuchi. Go on, please.
Okay, my brother. Yes, I can hear you. Good evening from here. Good evening to Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Yes, Mazi. There's something I want to tell our people because coming from what you treated tonight. Ndị be anyị sị na ụlọ na-agbaghị ụzọ Owere mgba na ọ naghị echi. And what is ụzọ Owere ahụ a ga-agba mgba na anyị niile mgba anyị niile ntete n'ụra wee gbaa mgba. To start with, somebody is coming from Tajalon, from the Sahel, from northern Nigeria, Sokoto, whatever. They are coming to the east. They are destroying your crops in your farm. They are uprooting it. They are chopping it for their farm to eat. They are chopping the maize that are growing, not even having ears, just growing here. They are chopping it down. Their cow cannot touch it again. And now they are raping your women. They are killing your men. Can you see what is remaining? So what I'm saying is this: that it is not business as usual. Our people should wake up. This is this thing we are talking. It's like our people are sleeping. And I'm coming to this Bala Mohammed, the governor of Bauchi State. He said the Fulanis are transhuman. I don't know what he means by transhuman anyway. Transhuman means they are no more humans. But I think I will give it to him. I will correct him that it's a grammatical error because this is not his language, as we say in this. He may mean transnationalism, that they are transnational people. Now, I have a question for Bala Mohammed and everybody, every Fulani, everybody who is thinking like him. Is there any more transnational people in Nigeria than the Igbo people? That means transnational. You live beyond your own nation. That is transnational. Is there any transnational people in Nigeria more than Igbos or more than Biafrans altogether? But do we go to where we live, either in the wider zoo Nigeria or in the wider Africa or the whole world all over? We go to, he said they accommodate us. They accommodate us in Bauchi. He's right. Our people are living in Bauchi, making our business. But we develop any place we come to do business. We develop, we build school, we build market, we build mansions, we build the hotels, we build where people can rent. So what is it? How can oh my God, how can Bala Mohammed or anybody compare our innovation and the development in where we sojourn to what Fulani is doing across West Africa, then across the water zoo, and coming down to my own portion, our own portion being Biafra, the East? Why can anybody with sane mind, if they are not crazy, if they are not drunk by their, land grabbing conquest mentality, that ethnic supremacy, that's why he can make that argument. They are transnational. Let me say he meant transnational. Do we destroy crops? Do we destroy people's business? Do we kill our hosts? If any of us kill our host, he is a criminal. Our own, we will reject him before the host. Anyway, we must continue. You see, Bala Mohammed was justifying how Fulani carry, why the Fulani should carry assault rifles, AK-47 and all whatnot, because they carry their commonwealth to protect their commonwealth. Okay. The farms that they are destroying in the east and every other place, that is the farmer's commonwealth. So what prevents that farmer from carrying gun to protect his commonwealth, his own wealth? Because the way the Fulani man has his cattle to make money, that's where the farmers farm to eat, to feed ab initio before making money. Yes, to make money also. So what prevents him to make money? What prevents a trader to carry guns to protect himself while as Fulanis are kidnapping people all over, making ransom, packing money like a no man's business, and they tell us they are hunters. They tell us that people who are kidnapping people, carrying money in bags, they're hunters. What prevents the teacher or anybody playing any role to carry gun to protect himself? Oh, only Fulani can protect themselves. Now the governor of Edo State have disarmed legitimate vigilantes to please the Fulani. This is the crop of people they impose on our people. You will not hear him. You will not hear Mwifru. You will not hear Pitamba. You will not hear this one, Okoibo, the Supreme Court governor of Imo State, Uzodoma. You will not hear them cry about the, oh no, they will do everything. They will go and groveling around to lick their ass, according to one head of the plan, just to maintain their political career and connections. You see, I was stressing to emphasize that 11 northern governors are Fulanis, whereas none of them is a Hausa man, which is Hausa being the majority ethnic group in the north, but none of them is the governor. But a veteran and the broadcaster asked me, say, what is the difference between those northern states governed by Fulani and the Biafra land? And I can answer that question, that I understand that a rhetorical question he asked, because the only discernible difference is that these people may carry Igbo name. These people in the east, in the name of governor, may bear Igbo names. They may, answer Okeke or whatever. But they are imposed, ab initio, they are imposed on our people by the Fulani, and they are doing the biddings of their masters. That's the problem we're having. Because what is happening in the east now, in our own east, is enough for our governors and political class senators and the House of Reps to go together to say to the president, what is this? What is this? We cannot take this. But everybody's like you say always, Mazi, Jonathan. Everybody is chasing his own pocket and his own connection. Nobody's working for communal interest, and that is the bane of our people. And that is what IPOB has come to reverse. And like you say, there will be no I if there is not we. And so, what I was saying, I come to this Igbo-phobic and Biafra-phobic Ruben Abati. He is doing grammatical gymnastics, trying to differentiate between Biafra agitation for self-determination and Yoruba quest for Yoruba nation self-determination. We all know that he is unbelievable, but it's good that he is bearing himself for those who don't know to know. Yoruba nation agitators hired a stadium. They fill the stadium, they sing their national anthem. He tell us, if Ruben Abati is forming his own agitation for federalism in Nigeria, let him tell us. He is not in any position with his first doctorate to come and tell us what the Yoruba nation is agitating for. We know what Sunday Igboho was agitating for and is agitating for. So Ruben Abati has proven himself to be a disingenuous sycophant and hypocrite. So we're not listening to people like that, because our people for flying flag have been shot, and that is the undoing of Nigeria, because everything that have been done to IPOB in a peaceful quest for self-determination, nobody of other side came to say, hey, these people, I think they have the right to do this, so let's talk to them. No, they kept quiet until the prophecy of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is happening now. That these people, if you keep quiet, because they are killing the IPOB, they are killing Igbos, they are coming for you. They're everywhere now. But like we said, please, my people, in any capacity you can, according to your capacity. Support the Eastern Security Network. Support the Directorate of State so that we will be organized and work together. And then we'll join IPOB and join hands and restore Biafra. God bless Biafra.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on also Mazi Nadu. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Yeah. Thanks for IPOB all over the world, and thanks for Nnamdi Kanu for his eyes opener. Well, what is happening is not a big surprise. We have told Nigeria is not a nation. Like, Nigeria is never a country, just a company to the British. So every one of us keep on hoping Nigeria is going to be better, or depending on the Nigerian media to be saying the truth. The person is just way backward. Because in this country, in this other part of the Nigeria we are, a lot of things are happening hidden. But thanks to, as I said before, thanks to IPOV media, they did a very marvelous job. Keep on doing the perfect work on Radio Biafra on social media, which open our brain to reason like human beings, and they make Nnamdi Kanu mostly to be relevant. Because without them, trust me, by now, maybe Nigeria would have eaten Mazi Nnamdi Kanu up right now. And thanks to ESN also for the good job they are doing. Well, Mazi, I'm not surprised that you what I call it. So Yoruba people, I don't take them serious. I don't like them. Not at all, because there are people that they don't speak their word. There are people that they will say another thing and do another thing. Which whatever call it, IBB, Ibrahim Banazmo, or this thing said it, that once Yoruba people beat a war, you go back to sleep. So Yoruba people putting a flag is never a threat to Nigerian sovereignty. Because then that they can do a lot of things to stop them out. You might just see people that when you check them, just see one person among them. The rest of them will disappear. For example, they are using Tinubu to be destroying Nigeria more and more. But they don't want to play the game along with themselves. So they need a true Nigerian who they can use to do that, and who they are using Tinubu and they are using it to get perfect game. So that's why no media. Okay, look at for instance now. They are targeting the music that this guy just used of Christian or Idris Abdul Karim. So guys go and tell us, or say people go and tell his father. What there's hunger. The next thing Nigerian media come outside. When I was reading it, I was just laughing. I said of all things that's happening in Nigeria, it's only music that Nigeria is interested on banding. So Mazi, I'm not surprised. Nigeria is never a country. My prayer and my support for my prayer and my wishes for us to just get that position before it destroy all of us. We need to come to one unit, come together, unite, keep in one voice. Because as the president is now, we don't have in Igbo now, we don't have a political leader, we don't have a religious leader that speak for us. We don't have, apart from IPOB and Muslim, because nobody speak for Igbo land. So that's why I say thank you for IPOB and Muslim and Kanu. Without them, like now, I don't know the state of Igbo man in Nigeria. So imagine that's my contribution. And once again, please don't forget to speak about the ESM fundraising.
I will not. Thank you. Mazi. Thank you very much. Mazi Obase. Can you hear me? Mazi Obase. Mazi Obase, are you still there, please?
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, go on, please. Welcome to the program.
Hello, Mazi Jonathan. Thank you very much. Greetings, Biafrans all over the world. My name is S.C. Obasi. Listening to some of the voices you played, especially that of Ruben Abati, I never knew that the Nigerian government can arrest and attempt to kill someone who is agitating for true federalism. I've never heard that before. I've never heard that somebody who is agitating for true federalism will have the need to run through Benin Republic. I never knew that. Unless, of course, Sunday Igboho was agitating for something other than true federalism within the Nigerian system. This is someone that is fighting for Yoruba nation, someone that Buhari regime sends armed men to his home to apprehend him. This is the person that is being, the group that he represents is now being qualified by Ruben Abati as seeking self-determination within the Nigerian system. Everything that makes up a nation that want to separate, they have them. The self-determination movement they have, their own flag they have, their national anthem they have, and yet Ruben Abati is engaging in, academic dishonesty as someone who claimed to be educated. But this brings me to what I have been saying time and time again, that the very moment you hear anybody from the north or from the southwest describing a Biafran to be a true Nigerian, or what they describe as detribalized Nigerian, just mark that person gone. Because what it takes to be an enemy of your people is to be a detribalized Nigerian. How can you be detribalized in a country that is highly tribalized? It is like asking me to disarm myself in a battlefield where everyone is armed to the teeth. And by so doing, you describe me as someone who is quite friendly and plays fair and doesn't want to be armed even though other people are armed. You are going to die. That's what it means. You've signed your death warrant. Being detribalized in Nigeria is an automatic death warrant you have signed for yourself, and if you're a leader, for your people. Every Biafran must know that Nigeria is a tribalistic nation and you need to protect your tribe before anything else. Religion is entirely even tertiary, not even secondary, if I must say. That is what they are doing to the people, the Hausa people of the north. They hide under religion and said, oh, you know what, we are all Muslims. We are all Muslims. We are northern Muslims. But when opportunity for leadership comes, they forget Islam. They remember their tribe. They look for their Fulani brother. They look for certain people within the Fulani race, within the northern Muslim. It's no longer about either you are from Bauchi and you are a Hausa man, and you're from Kanu and a Hausa man and you are a Muslim. No, they don't look for that. They don't look for Bureau man who is a Muslim and is from the north. They don't look for somebody from Nasarawa state who is not a Fulani who is a Muslim. No, they look for a Fulani Muslim. That is to tell you that the first consideration in Nigeria is tribe. And the only person that will be left in this game is that one who believes he can be detribalized, if there's anything called detribalization or to be detribalized. And that is how they deceive our people. You must protect your interest first. In every negotiation, in every conversation, on Twitter chat, I see our people hosting Twitter spaces to find fault with IPOB, to find fault with ESN, to find fault with Tina Sanworo, to find fault with DOS, to find fault with Nnamdi Kanu. And somewhere, somehow, in their own thinking, they believe that by so doing, they are being patriotic. Patriotic to what? To who? To what institution? To what country? To which benefit? To which security? To which collective interest are you being patriotic to? There are 3, 4, 5, 10 of you involved in an issue. Everybody is biased towards his own tribe, in the favor of his own tribe, and you alone want to be the good boy, and you want to show common sense. You want to show certain kind of reasoning that will prove that, oh, you are more intellectually objective. You're a moron. You are just a moron. You don't know what is going on. Your enemies will just be laughing at you and know that this one is already gone. That House of Rep member from Abia State who threatened the delivery guy, did we know before then that he bears a Muslim name? Did we know that he was a Muslim? Did we do, if we tell some of you Biafrans till today does not believe that Ojus Okalo, Opus Odema, and some of these people are secretly Muslims, they have converted.
They are. Most of them, they are.
As the only requirement. They are. As the only requirement to allow them to be governors, to be senators, to be all these things, to have businesses, to have all oil wells, that is being rented to them, not even owned. They are all Muslims. But because of the peculiarity of our land and our people, they allow them to keep their name in their public documents. But indirectly, inside, privately, they are Muslims, and that's the only way they allow them to continue. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to describe some of them as pampas-wearing people, you don't know that what he's saying was true. Kano State is the only state in the whole of Nigeria as presently constituted that has a brothel for gays. It's called Gidan Ludu. It has been there for time immemorial. The only people that have a name for man-to-man intimacy is the Northern Fulanis. It is well instituted. It is well instituted. They know it, they practice it, and they put our people through it. And when they come out, they can no longer speak. Are these the people you want to trust your future and that of your children to? You know, when we used to talk about this, people being Muslim here and there, I thought it was a joke. A friend of mine, I will not mention his name here, a friend of mine won a contract to supply fertilizer to the Northern Rice Farmers Association. He was given a contract. He went to the office to sign it. They told him, before you can sign this, you have to tuba, you have to convert. I have never witnessed, I have never had that scenario play out so close to me until that day. And I realized how deep mess we have found ourselves. How deep a mess we have found ourselves. You call yourself a citizen of the same country, and some people have to force you to convert to their religion before you can get something that legitimately you are qualified for, even as a foreigner. And you call this a nation. That some of you will come on Twitter X, so annoying. One of them called Doggy and BC and the rest of them come on Twitter X on X Space to be castigating IPOB, to be finding fault and sees nothing. And one of them have the audacity to even ask me, when you guys were doing propaganda against the Fulani, didn't you know it was not fair? Now we are doing propaganda against you and you are complaining. An Igbo person, a Biafran. A Biafran. So sad. Our people need to know that our own fate, our future, our security, our safety, our entire future, however you define it, is in our hands and entirely up to us. What we do with it, posterity will judge us as we want us to be judged, either harshly or fairly. That is our decision. I will encourage every Biafran who have the means to acquire an arm to do that. I will encourage every Biafran who have a means to acquire a means of protection to do that. I will encourage every community to find a means. I will not say who have the means, to find a means, because in Igbo and Biafrans generally, we know how to come together and move mountains. The only people who were able to come together and build an airport, that is we. That's Biafrans. Any community, every community must come together and get a means to protect themselves. One of the things that make America a great country, one of the most secured country that you can find, despite all their challenges, is because every citizen, almost every citizen, have a right to own an arm. Almost every patriotic citizen is armed. Before you invade any part of America, for any authority, army, or anything to come from anywhere, the citizens themselves will first confront you. If you have a means to have multiple of them, have it, so that if something happens in your society or in your community, the youth who are prepared will come and you can supply them. If you have the means, get prepared. These people are not smiling. They are not laughing. And we must not hope that for somehow, some reason, superstitiously, we are going to get some help from above without we making our effort. That if two people are stuck in the mud, if two people pushing a wagon got stuck in the mud, the one who is pushing and praying is more likely going to get help than the one who kneel down and prays without pushing.
There were. Thank you very much. There were Mazi. Caller on WhatsApp, you called again. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, Victor Chiyamana,
Mazi, your voice is muffled, it's sounding highly muffled. I don't know.
And I'm queen as speaker, can you name? Now speaker phone can you?
It's okay now. All the more now. Go on.
The one just say quick oh is like first time caller and my bombo for the handing with. I always call but I cannot get through, so but I'm Radio Biafra friendly. And I listen to you every time, and I always pray for you because although Mazi now IPOB were a spirit in Keisha, all spirit IPOB nobody in a professor to church and I not Mazi no and Bikini Biafra. They have bewitched the whole world with Biafra. Indeed, they have bewitched them, the whole Nigeria with the Igbo. So it's not today. They have bewitched them, and everybody is reaping it now. Everybody is reaping it now. Everybody is taking the heat now. Everybody is taking the heat. Like this buffoon and wakera here and party. Only been a barrack, somebody that is from barrack. What do you expect it to be a man servant or missionary? This guy, his father was, I think his father was a soldier. Abati Barak in Lagos, yeah. I think his father's name, they use his father's name. They use his father's name for that Abati Barak. Abati Barak in Lagos, and beside Ojelegba side. So this boy is a Barak boy. And I remember during Babangida time, this man was he was pretending to be an activist, human rights activist. Then castigating these people that because of their bad regime. But now all of a sudden, this man has now changed. I don't know how they reached him. I don't know how much they get him. So he's now talking on the side of Nigeria now. Yeah? Just like Ochumole. You remember when Ochumole was? When Ochumole was what they call it? When he was
Labor Union leader.
Labor Union. Do you know that this man was an angel then? But all of a sudden now, this man changed to Nigeria and become part of Nigeria. Do you know Obasanjo? He was a Labor Union leader. And he doing it with all his might. But all of a sudden now, he has turned to another thing. I think he is now a Nigerian politician. So likewise, this man, I don't know how they reached him, how they bribed him. You know, Fulanis can do it. Fulani can do it. They will be monitoring you, but you will not know that they are monitoring you. And they will now hook the person. Maybe they are hooking with Naira. And he's changed. And now all his venom is against the Igbos. But I don't, okay, they will all see it like Buhari. Buhari have tumor on the brain. When he entered, took the power, he said he's Igbo. I must deal with Igbo. He has tumor on the head. He confessed that he have never seen this kind of sickness before. And likewise, all of them. The spirit of Igbo will be fighting against them. Even if you look at them, they are mad of Igbo. They are mad of Igbo. And that is how it's going to be for them. This very man, if it is our flag that is raised, this man will speak against it. Even he will motivate Nigeria to go against us. But now he's talking kindly. So, my brother, I thank you so much because you are doing marvelous, and I know it's not ordinary. God is backing you up because the spirit of Biafra is awakening everybody, and more especially people that are on the firing line. God will continue to strengthen us. We will not back down, as you used to say. We will not back down. No, there is no back to go. As you used to say.
Thank you.
We continue forging on. We continue forging on.
Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp, I think you're going to be the last caller. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you.
Mazi.
Leave from here.
Sir.
Yeah, Mazi. So I want to contribute to this your wonderful program this evening. I have been listening to it right from the time you started. You are doing a very big work to awaken our people's spirit, because most of our people are good in demonizing what others are doing, but they cannot do it. I always saw most of them on Twitter trying to criminalize what IPOB is doing. Most of them that is making videos that ESN are killing our people are doing this. They are not telling the world that Nnamdi Kanu have solved all these things for a long time ago, and he have put many things in place. And everything he have put in place, they are using our people to sabotage all these things. Many things are happening. If you see what happened in Europe now, yeah, the governor of those states went to the north. He was begging them like a baby. He was even speaking, I think he was speaking Hausa to please them. I don't know, maybe he understands Hausa or something like that. So this is a man that the Fulani impose in power. They impose all these people in power to make sure that we can never rise up. If we try to rise up, then we use the army to intimidate you. If you see what happened in Enugu, I saw the report in Enugu today. This is not a Nyamufu again. This is another community. This is another community. This is what the governors in the east are doing, selling our land to the Fulanis, to be killing the indigenous people, taking over our land. I can remember last time here the commissioner of Enugu State said that there was not Fulani killing in Nyamufu, that those reports are false. Even the Pete and Ban said it by himself that Fulani is not killing anybody in Enugu, that they are all false. You understand? The other day, I think Peter Pan hosted Fulanis. I don't know Fulani elders in Enugu. He was speaking to them. These are people that they don't want our land. They want our land to be conquered by the enemies. The hatred of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said have happened. These people created another fraction to bring confusion. The Ekperima and his group to bring confusion. But I'm very happy now that every of their plan is being exposed. But I hope our people will wake up and support ESN. ESN is the only force that can fight the Fulani head on, that can fight them eye to eye, that have the force to confront them, because the ESN is being controlled by the Central Command of Indigenous People of Biafra and led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Chike Dozili, because only them have the force to confront the Fulanis. Others have no the force. As I'm speaking to you, I am from Ikaland. Some of a part of Ikaland, some of our Fulani are kidnapping them. I'm from Ikaland. Fulani are kidnapping our people. Some of them are running away from their houses. New houses they have built. Some of them are running away because of Fulani. They will come for the first time. Second time again, they will come. They will kidnap them. They will ask for ransom. This is what is going on. And those of our people in this region, our people, Igbo-speaking people in Delta State, must rise up and fight for their land. Those people in Igbo-speaking in Delta State must rise up and fight for their land before it is too late. Most of them are claiming, I am not Igbo, I am not Igbo. They are doing, I am not Igbo, and Fulani is taking over their land. I know many of them will listen to Radio Biafra. They should dictate what ESN is doing and form a vigilante to defend their villages, because they cannot wait for the government to come and do it for themselves. And if they want to do so, they should keep camera aside. They should do it without videoing what they are doing. They should do it without videoing anything. They go, sir.
There, well, thank you very much, Maz. You said it all. While these Maruedas are taking over, occupying, killing, colonizing our lands as indigenous population, some of our people are still busy separating. I am not Igbo, I am this, I am that. You divided we fall. The duty of IPOB is to make sure that we are united in this purpose. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said this several times, that you cannot do it alone. As a Joe, as a Igbo, as a individually, you can't. You'll be overrun. We join hands together, get what we want. Afterwards, you can decide what you do with yourselves, or with ourselves, individual, communal selves. That is it. Do not forget that South Sudan was having this problem. I have played this clip and I will check for it to play it again. The South Sudanese, what he said they have this problem of division in their own side, South Sudanese, because the Janjaweed, the northern Sudan, they have that policy. I mean, the trick of dividing them into tribal lines and clannish lines to make them be warring against each other. And John Garang rose up and said, look, yes, we have our differences, but we have our overall enemy in the north, which is the Janjaweed, the Arabs. If we continue fighting ourselves, all of us will perish. We become slaves forever to foreigners. We better ditch our differences and face our common enemy. It's better. It's better for us. And that is what they did. They took a very, very wise decision and gathered together and fought and get what they want. Today, they are a country, they are a nation of their own. Now, if they want, they can have plebiscite to divide themselves more. That is not a problem any longer. That is wisdom. But the worst part of it is that in our own land, they have institutionalized wealth, they have promoted divisionists in our land, made them so wealthy that they feel that our being together is threatening their wealth, because that is what the Fulani Caliphate used to tell them. If ever these people, you allow us to be together, that you are gone, remember your wealth. The same way the colonial or colonialists promoted slave dealers in our lands. Slave dealers, people that are dealing on their own, catching their own people as slaves, selling to white people. They made them so rich, telling them, warning them that, look, if you allow or agree this slave trading to be banned, your wealth will disappear. You become powerless, and your people will chop you raw. They will slaughter you because of what you have done. That is it. So they put them at the point of no return, so that they will no longer go back. They continue their evil. That is what they remind all these our politicians, our political class. Remember, if you allow these people, do you know that you are gone? Like Hope Uzodinma, do you know that your people don't like you? They don't love you at all. It's we that impose you on them. You know that. So if you allow all this, their program, all this agitation to go through, you are gone. They will slaughter you. That is the fear they put them. They will use them and put all this fear in them so that they will no longer be able to go back. They will continue their evil. That is what is happening. Do you see this shit? That's why they even fight to kill our people, destroy us more than even the caliphate themselves. This is a colonial method of doing things, holding people down. They use your own people. Like our brother said, the contractor, they gave him condition in the north. Do you know that if you are not told that you must first of all become a Muslim? Most of them, they do it without secretly. For them, they did it secretly, but they have now put inside you that you be doing their bidding. That is the continuous northernization agenda started by Ahmad Bello. Do you know what that northernization means? Fulanization. Because there is nothing like North, Arewa. It's Fulani Caliphate. That is it. So they are using either two mantras. Oh, we Northerners, or we Muslims. These are the two words they use to hold the Hausas and other ethnicities in the north, to hold them together, to force them to be on their side. Well, they are very smart, I'm telling you. If they see that they are Hausa Muslims, they now use we Muslims to incorporate, to make the Hausas feel that, oh, we are together with the Fulani, we are together. But the Hausas are opening their eyes. Come Wednesday, we are going to host a program, me and a brother, and we are going to also open more the eyes of the Hausas. Come Wednesday on the 16th, the flower will be out. It will be an interesting program. So, what am I trying to say? It is high time we support ESN as one man with open heart. Nigerian government's intention is to make sure to kill IPOB, to destroy IPOB. Mazi Sanwo said this on his last broadcast. As the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, they could have killed him. They could have killed him, and but they have think tanks for your information. They advise them against that. Say no, 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 don't do that. If you do it, the repercussion will be so there. That is number one. Hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Use him to understand how IPOB works. People don't. Some of our people are very naive. They said, hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Don't put him in general prison. Hold him DSA. Do you know the FBI of Nigeria, secret police? You know what it means? You know how he gives command. Know how IPOB study. Now you use what you get to destroy IPOB. That's why they keep him there till today. Many people don't know that. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe sometimes maybe one person or one of them can act as a good person among the DSS. Come secretly and use this phone. Don't worry, call. Yeah, call. Don't worry. I don't know, but I'm just speculating. Without knowing that all are planned. Every movement is doing there is anything they. Do you remember? Have you forgotten when Ejimako was complaining that everything they are talking with their Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are hearing, they are watching them, they are bugged, everything. To the extent they took him photo without him knowing. They took a photo and video of him. But these are things we have been saying here. Mazi Nnamdi will come right from beginning 2021. We said that you people, lawyers that are going there, even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sibling in particular, telling them, stop going there talking anything to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are hearing everything. They will open one room and say, okay, go and talk. They are watching you. Is DSS office, for goodness sake. I don't know why our people, I don't know. They are being blinded with their greed. When they go there, they open mouth to start talking this and that. Money. They everywhere. Their walls are bugged. Even if you whisper, they hear. They are watching everything. All these things is to make sure to study how they communicate, how IPOB communications are, how IPOB is being run, so that Nigerian government will now, through British help, to destroy IPOB using different methods, imposing a leadership, using counter orders. All these things are, the leadership knew this right from day one. That's why when we say here that the DOS is wise, you don't understand. Nigerian government think that IPOB is a run over. Oh, these people, they are just because that is their intelligence advise them. We know Igbo people now. Just all their hope is on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Once he moves, just take away the shepherd and the sheep scatters. That is what they thought. Hold him, leave him there, make him. He'll be talking. He'll be speaking to people. People, his family members will come to visit him. They will be smuggling. Maybe they will be giving secret letters. They don't know that you are reading. You are seeing everything. Sometimes try to smuggle and be nice. One person, just give him phone. Say, oh yeah, call. Make calls, this and that. All those things are planned. We know. Call this person. Let him call any person he wants to call, so that you know which order is given. Don't know that all these are bugged. If Nigerian government know, if they know the caliber of people in IPOB, I'm telling you, they will know that all their efforts are in futility. These are people that are in different positions in different countries. I'm telling you. These are many are people that are with intelligence, both natural intelligence and state intelligence. Before Nigeria does something, they have known everything. Say, this is where they are heading to. So be careful. That's it. So they kept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to use him to study and know how to destroy IPOB. But now they have seen that it cannot work. Cannot work. It can't work. It doesn't matter when his siblings were so greedy, they were moving, blah, 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 blah. Go there, they go, they only money, money, money. They were being warned. Please stop opening mouth, talking. These people are, this is DSS for goodness sake. Do not allow your greed to blind you. They are hearing every whisper, anything you talk, they are hearing you. Whisper, even whisper, they are hearing you. They are watching you from everywhere. This is DSS headquarters, for goodness sake. Have they destroyed IPOB? Never. Anything they are doing, their fights, their scratches makes us more strong. Their scratching and everything, it gives us more brain and it made us more solidified. Change them. So the better Nigerian government understands it, the earlier Nigerian government understands it, the better. It is for us, for you that is listening, whether you are in IPOB or not, as a Biafran, I say it is an obligation. You must support IPOB financially. Support ESN. This is the only group, the only institution that the heads Fulani Caliphate dreads. Ndị ka ha na-atụ egwu, enwere nothing, enwere ndị ọzọ. Because they try to destroy ESN through campaign of calumny. They form the Bubago. They use Dave Omahi and the others to form a Bubago to counter ESN. No way. They use campaign of calumny. They establish criminal camps. Use IPOB ESN name in order to cause turn people, the population against ESN in different places in Biafra land. It didn't work. They now know that, look, yeah. They will not stop. They will continue in different ways. But IPOB is indestructible. That is the only thing I will say. All their efforts will be completely in futility. The earlier they understand it, the better. It is better for them to stop wasting money, allowing people to dupe them. I mean Nigeria, the caliphate. Because somebody will come and say, don't worry, there is a way I will deal with it. I have a system. I will deal with IPOB. Don't worry. Nigeria will carry money, give him. Deliver, no deliver. They will do and carry their money, disappear. Another person will come. Hey, I have a leadership of IPOB. Don't worry, I will enter through him. I will just sponsor, bring money. Nigeria will release fund. The Nigerian Secret Service, they will release fund. After, nothing. How many times during Buhari regime? How many times did the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation, NBC, I think, how many times did they boast that they have destroyed the Radio Biafra? Do you think that they are saying it for saying sake? Millions of dollars were involved. Nigerian government spends, Nigeria as an institution, as a country, is a mugu. Their blind hatred and desperation makes them to spend money anyhow. Somebody will come, I have US, don't worry, I will destroy Radio Biafra. I'll destroy, don't worry. You will use one technical term, Fulani, do they understand technical terms? Don't worry, once I do the VHF, I will turn it, I have a company in Australia that will, I have, how much they ask, they give bill, 20 million, they will release. They will go and share their money with their foreign counterparts and come and talk story. Oh, I have somebody to infiltrate. Don't worry. I know the Igbo people now. Give them another person. Sponsor only. Allow us. Give us money so that we'll be sponsoring through third or fourth party. Doing their fundraising. They will be donating. Hey, before you know, we give them another leader. They tried it. It didn't work. So, it's not funny anyway. But these are stories we are going to tell. Our future generations will tell. Very, very. Once this thing is over, these are sweet stories, historical stories, history that you know, future generations will talk. They will tell their children about how IPOB and La and got victory. So we must continue what we are doing. Biafra remains who we are. Biafra is our ideology. Biafra is our religion. We must continue in making sure that Biafra is restored. It can never happen through wishful thinking. It can never happen through fighting spiritually. No, everything, the whole war is a physical. No spiritual warfare. We're in a physical world with physical fight. So you must support it. You must support it physically. Without it, nothing. That is it. Russia and Ukraine, they are fighting physical. I mean, Russia and who is Ukraine? Russia and the West. They are fighting physical. They are fighting physical, using bombs, killing people are dying. Physical. There is no spiritual death. No. Everything that is happening is physical. Israel is doing their own damage physical. Why must you rely spiritually? We are not inside spirit, please. We are physical. So let us stop this hallucination. You know. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Welcome to IPOB Rapture Media video, April 25th, 2024. What if the arms you sell are being used not to combat terrorism, but to fuel it? How would you feel? This is the question that hovers in the minds of the indigenous people of Biafra, or IPOB, as we raise concerns over the arms sales to the Nigerian government. We express that these weapons, intended to safeguard a nation, are instead being used to perpetuate violence and unrest. The IPOB, led by the indomitable Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, cleareth that the Nigerian government is not utilizing these arms to combat terrorism, as they claim. Instead, we certify that these weapons have been deployed against peaceful communities, causing untold harm and displacement. These are facts that present a chilling picture of a government that has weaponized its military resources against its own people, rather than the terrorists they profess to fight. This situation raises a fundamental question about the ethics of arms sales and the responsibility of nations supplying these arms. The gravity of this matter cannot be underestimated. Lives hang in the balance. To understand this issue, we must first travel back in time. Let's rewind to the year 2021, when the Kanu jets first arrived in Nigeria. These jets, equipped with cutting-edge technology and lethal firepower, were heralded as Nigeria's formidable weapon in the fight against terrorism. However, the reality that unfolded was starkly different. The Nigeria government, instead of using these jets to combat terrorist groups in northern Nigeria, turned these weapons against its own people. The targets were not the terrorists who operated in the open, but innocent, peaceful communities and internally displaced people's camps, which were supposed to be safe havens for those fleeing violence and terror. In the eastern region, the jets were deployed not to secure, but to terrorize. The peaceful Igbo villages in the Olu local government area of Imo State bore the brunt of these attacks. For 2 long years, from 2021 to late 2023, these jets were never used against the terrorists they were meant to fight. Instead, they were consistently used in bombing innocent people in Imo State, in the eastern part of the country, in Biafra land. The ID camps in the north, full of victims of Boko Haram terrorist attacks, were not spared either. These camps, already struggling with the aftermath of violence, were further devastated by the intentional bombings by the Nigeria military. The displaced persons who were already victims once were victimized again, this time by the very forces that were supposed to protect them. This is the twisted chronology of events that unfolded after the arrival of the Tucano jets. These jets, once symbols of hope and security against terrorism, have instead become harbingers of destruction, raining down terror on innocent lives. The jets, once a symbol of hope against terrorism, have become harbingers of destruction for innocent lives. The narrative presented by the Nigeria government is a far cry from reality. This phrase, as distressing as it may sound, carries a weight that is impossible to ignore. Let's delve into this web of deception. The Nigerian government stands accused of creating the very terrorist groups it claims to combat. This isn't a mere allegation, but a horrifying reality that questions the integrity of those in power. Instead of protecting the citizens they've sworn to serve, they've orchestrated a terrifying dance of chaos and violence. The purpose, it's all a smokescreen, a diversion to distract the world while they plunder the nation's wealth. Unthinkable, isn't it? But the evidence is there, hidden beneath the ashes of burned villages and the cries of displaced people. And then we have the fighter jets, jets that were supposedly purchased to fight terrorism, jets that were meant to bring peace and security back to a nation crippled by fear. But where are these jets really going? Are they soaring through the skies of northern Nigeria, hunting down those who spread terror and destruction? Unfortunately, the answer is a resounding no. Instead, these jets have been turned against the very people they were meant to protect. Innocent, peaceful communities have been targeted, their homes reduced to rubble, and their lives forever changed. And the deception doesn't stop there. Internally displaced people's camps, heavens for those who've lost everything, have been intentionally bombed. Why? To prevent these displaced persons from returning to their communities, communities that have been handed over to the very terrorists they were supposed to be fighting against. The 2 Kanu jets, which arrived in Nigeria in 2021, were never used against the terrorists. Instead, they were consistently used to bomb innocent people in the eastern region of the country, Biafra land and IDP camps in the north, victims of Boko Haram terrorist attacks. The reality is far more sinister than we were led to believe. This is not just a case of corruption or mismanagement. This is a deliberate, calculated move to exploit a nation's fear for personal gain. The question is, how much longer will the world stand by and watch? The brunt of this deception is borne by the indigenous peoples of Nigeria. In particular, the people of Biafra and other indigenous communities are experiencing the harsh realities of this situation. The indigenous people have found themselves trapped in a conflict they did not ask for and are suffering greatly as a result. The Biafra villages, once vibrant and full of life, have been transformed into war zones. The once peaceful skies now echo with the terrifying roar of fighter jets, and the ground shakes with the impact of their deadly payloads. The homes and livelihoods of the innocent people of these villages are being destroyed, their lives torn apart by the violence inflicted upon them. The bombing campaigns have also led to mass displacement of people. Communities have been forced to abandon their ancestral lands, their homes reduced to rubble. The internally displaced people's camps, which should have been a safe haven for these displaced individuals, have also been targeted. The eastern region, also known as Biafra land, has become a primary target for these bombings. The region, rich in culture and history, is now a landscape of destruction and despair. The bombings have not only caused physical damage, but have also left deep psychological scars on the people. These actions are not just a violation of human rights, they are a threat to the very existence of these communities. The indigenous peoples, who have a deep and profound connection to our lands, are being robbed of our homes, our culture, and our history. The impact of this situation extends beyond the physical destruction. It's an assault on their identity, their heritage, and their very existence. The time for action is now. The indigenous people of Biafra, led by the indomitable Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have a clear and resounding call. We urge the international community, including the Italian government, to halt any plans to sell Air Force jets to the Nigerian government. Instead, we recommend placing an arms embargo on the Nigerian government, a government that has shown a clear pattern of human rights violations and disregard for the sanctity of life. The IPOB's call is not a call for interference, but for informed decision-making. It's a call to prioritize human lives over business transactions. It's a call to uphold the principles of justice, respect, and dignity that form the bedrock of any thriving society. This is not just a call for the IPOB, but a call for all who value human rights and justice. Stand with the IPOB. Stand against the misuse of arms. Stand for human rights. Thanks for listening to IPOB Rapture Media. Please support the ESN at www.ipob.org.
If I look at the present terrible conflict tearing apart my region of the world, it's not really about territory, not objectively. There is enough land between the Mediterranean and the Jordan River to build houses and schools and hospitals for everybody. There is no objective shortage of land. And similarly, there is no objective shortage of food. There is enough food to feed everybody. And this is true of other conflicts in the world. So why do they fight? People fight over the stories in their mind. Like I work in Jerusalem at the Hebrew University, and it's one of the most fought over places in human history. It's hard to understand why. It's not such a great place. It's a very ordinary place. You walk around, it's just, you have stones and trees and cats and pigeons and people, just like any other place.
It's on the water, the land is pretty good.
The land is not good. You can grow olives or something. There are no oil fields. There are no gold mines. Nothing. But in their imagination, people think, this is not a stone. This is a holy stone. This is not just any place. It's full of angels and gods and saints and prophets. And they fight over this. Humans.
This one now for EEDC. EEDC wants defraud Southeast with exorbitant electricity bills with no adequate power supply. On top the matter be say, they no go give prepaid meter to their customers, but them go give illegal high estimated bills. They no want know if light day or no day. Instead of them to fix them, they go force people to pay the bills where they no use, or them go cut the lights. I wonder how communities go use contribute money, buy their own power transformer, buy electricity cables, and yet pay huge amounts of money to this Obodo Naija corrupt EEDC, but they no go gree connect or bring the light. Even when they dismantle to repair community transformers wey spoil, they no go repair or return it to the communities. This issue don't tire people. Anambra State Governor Soludo, he don't pay 100 billion naira to Emeka Ofo and EEDC. This matter they under agreement to provide light 24 hours light but from March 2023 until now, Anambra State still there for darkness. Emeka Ofo don frustrate other companies wey won't give us light. The Coco be say EEDC na the reason why Southeast no dey develop. This is not the good. I say it no good. This is not the good. No one knows tomorrow.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from our local province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 22nd day of June 2024. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed, sacred, divine platform where we preach the gospel of liberation, the sacred gospel of emancipation, awakening, the gospel of Biafra. Therefore, we are here live and direct. In parts of Biafra land, we are on FM CHK 102.1. CHK 102.1 in many parts of Biafra land. Also, we are on free-to-air satellite. Free-to-air satellite. Remember, we are on free-to-air satellite. The polarity is what have been put out on our website, and also you can be hearing our live stream on our mother website, www.ipob.org. That is our website. You can also listen to Radio Biafra via www.ipob.org. There you will see live Radio Biafra live, and you click and you'll be listening. Very simple. Moreover, we have inside there, you can also donate for ESN. Donate for what we are doing. Because without money, we cannot move as fast as required. Of this journey, this movement needs money. It needs funding. Therefore, you go to the PayPal section and click, and you will be directed on how to donate, pay. Give your offering, sow your seed there, because this is practicality, what concerns us. Instead of going to give to criminals, scammers, give for our collective interest, our collective benefit. Also, you can download IPOB Community Radio, IPOB Community Radio, and you can download IPOB Community Radio. It is a very low data consuming application in order to listen to this gospel. Also, you have TuneIn, or Simple Radio. I could say Simple Radio, because I think TuneIn, we are no more featuring Radio Biafra. Simple Radio. Inside Simple Radio, you have to scroll and search for Radio Biafra London, and you'll be listening direct. There are many options, myriads and myriads of options to listen to this hallowed platform. We are in a digital age. I could remember when we were little, how we used to stand waiting for television to open. I could remember vividly. By 4 p.m., televisions open. And I think by 12 and 1, sometimes on weekends, 1 o'clock in the midnight, the television will close. And you will not be hearing anything. And now, switch on that television that time. This world have developed in a space. If we are talking this as if it is 17th century, just a few years back, honestly speaking. But today we have everything in the palms of our hands. Don't you see how things are moving on? Don't you see how things develop very quickly? And we have to also measure up with evolution of things. That's why we need restoration of Biafra, where we'll be updated. From time to time, your softwares, we need you to update them. Laptop, we say update. That is how the world is. We need to be updated. That is it. Therefore, you have no excuse not to listen onto this hallowed platform. Today is Saturday, yes, but I'm going to talk on general issues that concerns us. General issues that concerns us. Please, we must continue in this struggle. This struggle has taken lives. That is why we must guard this struggle with the last drop of our blood. This struggle is for all of us. We all have stake in this struggle. That is why we will never allow any type of sentiment to, remove us or blind us from achieving our goal. I used to say this. It is better we don't start. It is better we didn't start this than starting and stopping on the way. Things become worse than ever. Do you know that? Do you know that the war which they impose on us, Gowon impose on us, it could have been, had it been even, we bore the loss of people killed in the north that time and west and didn't fight the war. Do you know that our situation would have been much more better than entering the war, fighting, losing millions of people, of our people, and now capitulating? You see, I don't know whether you reason the way I do. You understand what I'm saying? Had it been 1966, even after the sabotaging of Aburi Accord, I am not saying that our fighting, our initiation of the war is wrong. No. Understand me. Because I'm using it to qualify what we are doing. That it is better we didn't start at all than stopping in the middle. Which means we suffer more. The war that was imposed on us by Gowon and Britain and others, the whole world. Had it been we didn't fight that war, honestly speaking, our situation in Nigeria would have been better. Do you know that? Do you know that? There wouldn't have been, our situation in Nigeria would have been better. If you want, you can, when the lines open, you can also disagree now, because here we always talk about bow to superior arguments, nothing more. Superior argument. And you know what? Superior argument is what develops a nation, a country. Because it is meritocracy, the best. Superior argument is why you, as an Igbo man, has your job, is working in Germany, in the United Kingdom, in America. Even highly paid job, because you merit it. In Nigeria, it wouldn't have been so. Do you know that? It doesn't matter, you merit it, or they will look at your name, Igbo man, this Igbo man, you want to dominate here. They will remove you. They will not give it to you. And they will give it to, instead they will give it to a stark illiterate Fulani that doesn't know how to sign his signature. Instead, a thumb print. Now, they will make you his assistant, his servant. If you want that, you come. But in UK, where you are working to do your normal job, it is not like that. That is superior argument, and that is why nations progress. They give to the best. The person that merits it. Oh, you can walk. It's okay. You can pack a shit. Oh, you are the best. You take it. You are the scientist. You have superior. You take it. You work and receive the salary, the remuneration for that. That is it. But in Nigeria, it's not so. So, what am I trying to say? Here, everything is based on superior arguments. So, my argument is this. If we stop, that's why I don't even like thanking. I've been saying it right from the beginning. I've been on Radio Biafra now since 2019. 2019. Before that, we were on shortwave, doing clandestine broadcasting. You understand? But I've been on since 2019 till today. Now it's 5 years. So, I've been repeating this. What we need here is superior argument. Once you make your points, your argument is superior. We bow. That is it.